nothing that can go wrong. Hey, Smokey.
Can you hear me?
I don't see the tables. I don't see tables. I see audio levels moving, but I see no table. Oh, I see one table. Hello, that camera's working. Hello, camera. I don't see the other camera.
Now it's
Now it's working. Smokey, don't touch anything.
dramatic refresh.
Dramatic refresh. Can you hear us? Because I have my audio turned off because I don't want to like have it double back up. Let's see, how does it actually look on the phone? Flip over. My phone's gonna be backwards, upside down. There we go. It's okay.
Yes,
It's fine.
passable. I don't know why chat's not showing.
Probably because there's nobody saying anything. Yo. See if that does anything. No, I should really have signed in with my regular account instead of my other account.
Hey, no, it's working. It's really tiny.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Wow, that is tiny. I can't see that from my phone. I'll have to keep the chat open the other way. Hey, Reshtiv. Can you hear us? Is it too loud? Am I too loud? Do I need to shut up? We're going to put a miniature on the board just for reference. Here's one of the Necron dudes that's going to get killed. This dude has an ability. What's his ability? Tesla Weave. So he's got an axe. I don't know. Faceplant didn't paint these. He just found them somewhere, acquired them tactically.
They're all trash. I don't like them.
We've already got a comment on the Lego Star Wars terrain. Yes, because it's awesome.
And it's convenient.
Very convenient. Are you going to point out who's up in the Vader's Tower? Or are you going to wait? You have a plan? He has a plan, ladies and gentlemen.
It's more of...
He stole them, let's be real. Like, half of my Discord, Faceplant, I don't know if you've noticed, but half my Discord lately has just been Lego discussion.
Well, I've seen it.
I have almost dusted my Legos off, and we might do a Lego thing at some point. 40k nerds are here. Good. Hi, I am not a 40k nerd.
He is not.
I am a nerd.
He's just my prisoner.
I should have worn a prison getup. Why didn't I wear the star? That's what I should have worn. I could have worn the Andor prison getup. That would have been hilarious. I'll do that next time.
That is your kill.
You been looking at my stats? Actually, it's probably a good thing if you're looking at my stats, because I can't look at my stats. I can't have the chat open on my phone and have my stats on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
That's a problem. I didn't think that through, did I?
This is why I needed another person.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. If I have chat open and the chat knows what Necrons can do, and if I do the wrong thing, then technically, I did write down like the units that I have and the 4 abilities. So I have that. And I think the only thing I need to worry about for the point thing is like the reanimation thing, which I will only. Game hasn't started yet. Hello, Melody. Maldis. Names are fantastic.
You should know your fellow patrons at this point.
I should, right? I wasn't there last stream. I was in pain, agonizing pain, and I couldn't even listen on that one. Was that the cat? I sure hope it was the cat.
I don't think they might
Smokey.
be able to update the score either.
Oh. You probably can't do that during the game, can you? During
No, I
stream.
can't. Just have to be over here.
Over here. Oh, well, after every round, as like we get ready for the next one, you can do that. I can talk to the camera until they all leave.
Entice to it.
You're not wrong. Look, Mrs. Faceplant brought me chocolate to keep me entertained, and yes, chocolate milk. Speaking of which, that'll be my reward for killing one of your minis. So I'm going to go get a glass of chocolate milk. All right, what are we doing?
All right.
Are you ready?
No.
Do we have everything we need?
No.
We have miniatures. We have a terrain. We have dice. And I've got paper and pencil. Is there anything else we need? Don't say brain, because you can't brain in this at the same time.
No, we're screwed there.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. There's 9 people in chat. Don't worry about
Sweet.
it.
No pressure.
No pressure. Mrs. Faceplant, no.
All right.
I know. Representative says you're not ready.
I'm not. Everybody.
How well does that camera work? Let's see here.
Probably not great. Not
Hey,
super
hey,
high quality.
I'm the center of that camera. The way you're angled, they can't see you. They can see like your hands.
Well, I intended for this to be a standing game.
Oh, you want to stand? We can stand. I've just been sitting.
I brought chairs for sitting. Still can't see me though.
Hi. That's good. We'll be leaning over the board here really
Yeah.
soon. All right, now guys, remind me how we start this off. Do we start with rollies?
Yes. So we roll, and then the winner gets to decide who attacks and who defends.
Okay.
We also have to set objectives.
I thought we were
Is,
just going to.
is that all we're doing? I was gonna set.
Oh, you want to set more? I thought that was the.
I was gonna set like actual objectives,
Okay,
and
yeah.
that was gonna be like
the narrative thing.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Let's do that then.
yeah. Oh, you have the one.
I've got 3 of them over here. How many are there supposed to be? 4. 4. Okay, then yeah.
We can set up 6. If we
Well-
want to make it really convoluted.
Well, let's start.
All right, and the board. These two are off limits.
Oh, these 2 are off limits.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the
So-
board edge.
Okay. So the end of that.
Right.
And the end of this. Technically.
And
Okay.
objectives have to be within a certain distance and a certain distance.
All right.
I don't know what they are.
And they
We're
have to
just
be-
winging it.
Yeah. Sure. Fine. Fine. Put under. Yeah. Go under.
Kill them.
Nobody can see it. Nobody can see it. There's an objective right there.
There is an objective here.
I'm just gonna do the opposite. And how far away from the edge does it have to be? Wasn't there something about that?
It's a certain distance, but I can't remember what it is.
That's
It's
okay.
in the book.
It's a certain distance away. I'm basically just gonna mirror whatever you do. I hope you realize. Oh, dang it! I can't mirror that.
Do it.
Do it. Just like on either side of the wall.
Make your dreams come true.
Yeah, where you right there. Because you can't realistically shoot if you're capping it. Because you have to be. I guess you can kind of. That would.
And then you're in cover.
You're both in cover. If you're here,
shooting around the corner.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that. There's no way this goes wrong. I'm just
Like
playing
Space
Space
Marine
Marine 2 while you watch. Hey, one of these things is more interesting than the other, and it's probably Space Marine 2.
It definitely is. I'm about to play through it again.
I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, you need to get on that.
It's more.
You need me to force you through
Yeah, I just need to play with you.
that. Alright. Rollings.
D6.
Yep.
I got a 4.
I got 2.
I win.
Attack or defend?
What I win? YOLO. I'm gonna go for it.
You're gonna attack?
I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Now we take turns setting up operatives.
Okay. Do we do it by team or do we do it like by mini?
I think we can just set them up.
So just set them up. Okay. That means I have to have a battle plan.
And you have to be within 3 inches of the board edge.
3 inches. Okay. So for what I have these Deathmark dudes, which are supposed to be ranged boyos, and then I have these flayed ones, which are not ranged boyos, and are in fact the grabby boyos. And they, are they supposed? Are they like intelligent people? Do they have brains? Do they have like a hive mind? How do they work?
They function independently, but also not. They function on logic and computer,
So they're like droids.
basically.
Okay, we can go with that. So you're all HKs. You're all hunter-killer droids. What type of way would be fun to play with these yahoos? Let's see. We're going on the offensive, so let's make these guys run through the courtyard here. Start off with. They're gonna knock everything over. Wow, you guys have long arms. This guy's knives are the size of his torso.
I didn't make it.
That's impressive. Oh, and he lost something. That's okay. guys are killing the big ones first. They don't fit as well. Do you like keep your dice with them? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That way you can keep track of the health. It's right there. It's a level of intelligence somewhere between a droid and an undead being commanded by a necromancer. Ooh, my necromancer? I should have brought a robe. I should have brought like my Sith robe.
Well, if you could run a Pharaon or something, then sure.
What's a Pharaon?
They maintain their autonomy.
Then we'll have the death mark. You said these guys are like assassin types?
They're snipers,
Snipers. Oh.
and they can go.
So this guy's a leader. Does he have to be within proximity of the other miniatures?
I don't think it matters.
Okay, doesn't matter. He just is extra special because he's a leader. So you guys are semi-intelligent. Leader should be there. We'll put this Yahoo here. We're just gonna deploy them all together to start off with, and then we'll move from there. Okay. So they're on the board, right?
Allegedly.
That's the important bit. You guys are very ungainly. Alright, they're on the board.
Okay.
I'll upgrade. Hey, it fits me. I checked the hot dog costume. I will wear it. What should be the parameters to get the hot dog costume out?
He just said he'd. Hey,
I'll do it. I have no shame.
I won't say no.
I'll throw a hot dog costume on. It's in the other room. I know where it's at now. Do I get nerfed if I put the hot dog costume on? Is it a -1 to my rolls?
We'll see if you get that anyway.
Probably. Watch, I'll have the Zai roll with combat. Okay, so they're on the board.
All right, you're attacking, so you go first.
I get to go first? Oh, fantastic.
What's your movement?
I don't know. Do they just have movement speed? Movement speed. Let's see. What's movement under? Is it M? What does that symbol mean? I have no idea what that symbol is.
I believe.
Is it under M? Well, it only says it for the leader.
Yeah, movement is M.
So what's this 2A thingamabobber?
I don't know. That's not up. Oh, those are just symbols.
Those are symbols?
Yeah, that didn't translate over.
Okay, so it's just a movement of 2 inches? That's the only M symbol
should
that
be-
I see.
Should be circle.
Should be circle, and circle's 2 inches.
Circle's 2. Yeah.
So I move 2 inches then for normal movement. Is that
But 2 circles, so 4
Oh,
inches.
2 circles. Okay. Okay. Is it by miniature or is it by fire team? By miniature, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
Kill team is
Yeah. Oh, wait.
reactive.
Don't we have to do this stuff first?
Yeah, we do.
So what's this stuff?
Engage and conceal.
Right. Conceal. Conceal means it's harder to shoot at them.
Conceal means you cannot be a target
Okay.
if you are in cover.
Okay.
And you cannot attack
Okay. So
unless you're in melee.
unless you're in melee. Okay. It's good to know. But you have to be in cover for those to apply.
Right.
Okay. And what counts as cover? I'm assuming pretty much everything we have here that's a wall counts as cover. Okay.
Anything that you don't have direct line of sight.
Okay. All line of sight based. Alright, we'll work with that. We'll work with that. So yeah. And these go by unit, not by mini. So we will go ahead and give all of these Yahoos. And is it red side up to start off with, or is it dark side up? 'Cause
Red.
Okay. I was thinking, then you flipped it for the other thing, and then for you guys are all gonna cover because y'all are melee. And that's a long ways to run.
You can also pick your strategic ploy
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
for the
isn't it?
turning point.
Yeah, I have those open and ready to look at and ready to decide what I have face plan. Thank you for
Those you'll have to pick out. But
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So this entire, basically what I did, this entire group is shooting, this entire group is concealing. Just so you're aware. Alright, strategic poise. Is that something that I have to pick, or is it
No, but it's something that'll affect your turning point.
relentless onslaught? And turning point, is that this like round of combat before we
So
switch
there's
back?
4 turning points through the whole game.
Oh, it's not 6?
No.
Oh, okay. I got that confused last time. I thought it was 6. Okay. So, until the end of turning point, each time friendly Tomb World. And these guys are Tomb World guys, right?
Yes.
Okay. That one gives me the ability to reroll. Dimensional concealment. What?
Because they can hop in and out of dimensions.
What? Change operative's order. What's that mean? That's all it says. It just says change this operative's order. So
Maybe.
it does.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not playing Necrons.
See, I don't know what Necrons do. They're kind of cool looking miniatures, though.
I've been studying up on my World Eaters.
Good for you. Good for you. That's okay. These guys are all here to die. That's all these guys are here for. Each only Tomb World is activated. It has the engage order it can form in. Add to its movement. Oh, okay. Gain ability.
Hot dog costume gives you +2 to charisma.
I'm gonna need it. My charisma is a way low dump stat. I'm going to do nothing.
But you also have the initiative.
Oh, I have initiative. Fantastic. What's my initiative bonus? Wear a hot dog costume and take a shot of chocolate milk. Alright, I'm not gonna use any of the strategic ploys yet. Just because I should have done that differently if I was gonna use a strategic play. Because these are engage tokens, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah,
And
I
you can take actions with those.
take actions with those.
You cannot take actions with
those. Yep. They can just move, basically. Yep. Okay. They can move when they're concealed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They just can't be targeted and they can't attack.
They can't attack. They can. So they can't take regular actions, but they can't be targeted.
Correct. If they're behind cover.
Okay. So that means they can't capture points if they are concealed? Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I already made my bed and I'm gonna lie in it now. So, alright, cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that too. And I get a point, a CP every turn, correct? As long as my leader's alive?
Yes.
Okay, so I technically would be able to
Start out with 2 and then you gain 1
gain
every
one. Okay. Okay.
every turning point.
Hmm.
I believe that's right. We are playing 2021, by the way, because I don't have the 2024 book.
I'm playing this.
It's second edition. They just came out with 3rd edition last
I
year.
thought there was like 4 editions. No? Okay, well. Clearly I played it.
If we were playing regular 40k, we'd play 10th edition.
That's not confusing at all. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
That's 200. Give me the 200 subs and we'll play that.
Oh no. It has an engaged order form. It gets more movement. I don't know if I want to do that, so we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do any of that. Okay, so I'm not gonna take any CP points because I can also use those CP points for the tactical ploys, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm probably gonna want to save those. And the tactical ploys happen
In the game.
in the game mode
Yep.
turn. Okay. All right, let's go. I told you we should do this throughout the stream. No, I don't. After hearing the other guy deal with this soda on the podcast. All right, so I get to do things.
Allegedly.
I get to go first. So, who wants to be the sacrificial pawn? You! This buddy. Now, he has a movement of 2 circles, is that correct?
Yes. I believe. I'm checking here.
Yeah. That's their flayed ones, right?
Yes.
Is that flayed one warrior? 2 circle.
So 4 inches.
So 4 inches. Okay. E. Hey, you're supposed to be wider than that. Get in there. Yeah, I don't like that too much. No way to do it. More angry. Yeah. That helps. Inch. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and that's the only thing he can do, right? Because he's concealed, he can only move.
Correct.
Can they dash? Because isn't dash a movement thing? Is that a thing?
Check the conceal rules. I would probably tell you. Oh, by the way, since I forgot to tell them what we're doing.
Oh yeah, do that. I'm gonna check rules. Talk.
So, we're in the midst of the Alperan War,
Which is a thing.
where my homebrew, the Putrid Maw, World Eaters Warband, is spearheading a force on the planet currently of, what did I say?
Sham?
Sham.
Sham?
Yeah. It's an agri-industrial world, and they have just wiped the entire population. Needless to say, the entire world happened to be a tomb world that erupted at the exact same moment that they killed everyone.
Oh, hey, we were here first.
So the Necrons aren't happy about it.
So a tomb world, like they just live there, like they're just under the surface.
They've been
type
in
thing?
stasis
They've
for
been in stasis.
the last 60 million years.
Okay, so they've just been chilling, and they just got woken up because the planet just got shook up by everyone dying.
Mm-hmm.
And so they basically just woke up and chose violence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can play with that.
So the Chaos Forces in the Alperan War are attempting to turn all of the worlds in the Alperan system into demon worlds. So what these guys are doing is they are sacrificing a Psyker, who is this guy up here. You can't see him, but he's here. And they are attempting to open a warp portal to bring in demons. Corn demons, specifically, into the world. To make it a demon world. So that's what we're attempting. So not only are we doing victory points with objective markers, my goal is to get... how many did I say?
I think you just said 1 dude because you're gonna throw a skull in. Or
Yeah.
something.
Attempting to throw a skull into this reactor here.
Is
One-
it a skull or is it the full Chaos Marine?
No, I can't sacrifice my boys.
But they can sacrifice themselves.
They're not Iron Warriors.
Oh.
So, throw at least 1 skull per turning point into this portal. And then turn the place into a demon world. And we'll see how that goes. This is all in
So
theory.
I think
Because we don't know what we're doing.
I can still dash as concealed because it doesn't say I can't.
Okay.
The other ones say like you can't charge if you're concealed. You can't.
Basically taking action.
Yeah. Basically, you can't fight. So, in charge gets me to do another. Or charge. Dash. Dash allows me to go blue, and that's 3 inches, right?
Yeah. And charge has to end in an attack.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna take the full 3 inches. I'm just gonna go up to right here, and then that's gonna be his. What was that sound? Okay, I don't know.
I don't know. But
There was my thing, so he moved up to there, and now it's over to you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we go back and forth. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Warm
So
myself a piece of chocolate.
I am going to dash with this warrior right here. Actually, I should probably state that I'm going to be using... I'm going to save that. Because it's not really going to benefit me yet.
No, that's kind of what I was feeling with mine.
So I'm just going to go straight to a dash. They can go 6 inches.
So 6 and then
And
your
then
dash.
9.
Yeah.
So I can actually...
And you can run all the way up there.
How many action points do they have? 3, I believe.
Oh, right. Do the flayed ones get more than one action point? I didn't check that. I forgot it's a thing. Because movement's an action point, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I get 3. So move, dash, and that'll get me right on the objective.
Is that APL? Is that action
Yes,
points?
action point
So they
limit.
have 2. So the flayed ones have 2. They all have 2.
And then I will spend my last action point
To cap?
to take the objective.
Cool.
So I'm up to 1 VP.
That didn't take very long.
Now I can update the score.
Have fun with that. I'm going to, That's problematic. Okay. Well, no one ever said the Necrons were going to win. They just woke up and showed the violence. So. You guys walk way too slow to get up there super fast. So, what we're going to do is we're going to... You guys just keep watching. We're just going to keep moving the little dudes. So they can move 4... I can get 7 total inches if I dash. Yes. Right. Right to there. So that's the dash. He's just gonna run up to there. Try not to knock any of the walls down. Okay? That's my dude, Hickey. Now you're up.
Okay. I'm going to...
You're going to
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Those dudes are concealed. I'm gonna dash
Okay.
with my butcher.
Dash is a lot farther than my dash.
Yeah, so that will get him. So he's gonna dash up here. He still has 1 action. He's got a pistol with a 6-inch range, but he can't target you. So
Well, would he be in cover though?
no, because he has direct line of sight.
Yeah. So he could target him then, still, right?
Look up conceal.
I hate the conceal. You look up conceal. I don't know. It might be. It all depends on whether or not it's line of sight or not. Unless it's like the disengage action from like D&D where you just can't be targeted. That's the one thing that I don't know. That's the thing with like coming from like D&D to this is not sure how they...
An operative with a concealed order is not a valid target for enemy operative shooting attacks.
Okay, so
Period.
just period. So he's just dodging you is what he's doing then.
But I can still do melee. But
Do melee, okay. But you're not within melee yet. Okay. So did we figure that out finally?
I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. Alright. What is this guy got? He's got like a... Oh, it moves.
Yep. So, the lore.
The lore!
They're infected with Nurgle's bone spores.
Ah.
Nurgle wanted to play a joke. Actually, it could have been Zinch, who was like, hey, Korn, you guys are infected by Nurgle. These guys are desperately trying to hang on to Korn, but also they're infected with Nurgle's bone spores. So I do kit bashing with Nurgle and World Eaters.
Is this 2E or 3E?
2E.
2. Okay. And Nurgle, isn't that the dude that was in the... Like, the Nurgle dudes were in the one game we played, right? Darktide, yes. Okay. Like, the Rot dude. But, like, the very happy grandfather Rot dude that you were telling me about, right?
Grandfather Nurgle is the god of
Grandfather.
rot. And
Grandpappy Nurgle, right, yeah. Yeah,
rot
okay.
and decay.
Rot and decay, yes.
And despair.
Gloom, despair, agony. Okay. So now it's my go again. And we're just gonna keep cracking on over here. This guy... You know what, little buddy? You will die, but that is a sacrifice that I am willing to make. How do they do this? Stop it. I can see it close enough right there. Okay, that's the movement and his dash.
Yep. Okay.
Do they like crawl like that, or do they just
They're mildly terrifying.
mildly terrifying? Isn't that like the entirety of Warhammer 40k is mildly terrifying?
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing I've seen in 40k that's not mildly terrifying is the Canadian trooper.
Oh, really?
And even that's gonna be terrifying for the enemies. Like the orcs are morbidly terrified of him by the time he was done. I have 3 death packs left, yes. So 3 more tanks must die, then I may have the caffeine the captain promised. I love that line. So that guy's not your commander? Even though he's got the big
This guy is.
hickey on back?
This guy is my thing.
Your thing? Is he like a
The
chaplain?
icon bearer. Icon bearer. So he's wearing the mark of Khorne.
Okay, doesn't make him the leader because he looks like the type of person you would expect as like your.
This guy's the leader because he has a cape.
Edna Mode has left the chat.
Okay, so
I
we're
gotcha.
gonna just circle around here, and
No YouTube, I'm not taking a quick break. I'm going to be here for hours.
the rest of our movement. This might actually be a really fast stream. I
It
don't
might be.
People just watching us fail dramatically. Okay,
That's okay. We have like no viewers now, so we're fine.
and that's all he can do.
Doesn't he have? Oh, that's right, because you can only move once and dash once, right?
Yeah, he can dash. I forgot about that. So we can take the extra 3.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna get a skull in this round because I can't make it there.
Are we gonna call? Is it gonna be over when he gets the skull in? We're just gonna keep going.
It could just be one skull.
What's that like? Is it like just like a human skull, or is it like a specially packed Nurglite skull or something?
Well, they're corn boys, so it would just be a skull.
Okay.
Skulls for the skull drop.
Skulls. I know that voice line. I recognize that reference. Okay, so that was his turn. So now. Over. Let's go. The other 3 here. I can see you.
Back. Schmap.
I can smell you. And they said these guns that they have, these disintegrators,
Unlimited range.
unlimited range. So if I can see him, I can
But you're
shoot him.
also outside of the board.
Oh, that's right. That's the edge of the board. Dang it.
Yeah.
I don't like that the map goes over.
Well,
It
it makes it convenient for
does.
inches. They're
Um,
inch
You
squares.
said it's 3 inches over or 2
2.
inches over. Okay, so if I just stay right over here, I'm fine then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that still give you line of sight?
It should actually give me more because then I can move farther forward. Because where'd my tape go? Because I had moved a full inch over, so it would actually technically give me a touch more.
Okay.
I'm not too concerned.
But he can't be targeted.
Oh, he's concealed? Okay, well, never mind. So he's just gonna sit there. He's gonna try to shoot and realize that he's an idiot and he can't actually target anything. Yeah. I saw a thing. I don't know if it was 40k or not, but the guy said lasers, and they had it so they would like when they would go to shoot, they would set the laser like on the guy and then make a pew pew noise.
Isn't that the Lego movie?
No, but yeah. But they were doing it with like in a tabletop.
Okay.
Okay. You know, look him up. What's he doing? Do special things, cool things?
He's the champion.
I am the champion, my friends. Sorry, am I singing so bad we can't get DMCA?
So we're safe. He's just gonna run out here.
He looks angry.
They all look angry. They're world eaters. They're all angry. That's their MO, is being angry. World eaters are perpetual anger. That's why they have the butcher's nails in their heads.
They have nails in their heads?
Well,
But finish your turn first.
I gotta show you the lore. See those things in their heads? They're injected into their
Ow.
brains. They're injected into their brains so that the only thing that makes them not feel pain is perpetual anger.
So they're just so angry they can't feel
They've
pain.
conditioned themselves to be nothing but angry.
I would like to stay enraged. Fun. Okay. Oh, I see. This guy has the same thing because his helmet's off.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Fantastic. Wonderful. I'm glad he has that for him.
Can he do anything else? I don't think he can.
Are you gonna dash with him?
I could, but that would only get him.
Up with the other guys. Yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't be in cover, but that doesn't really make a difference. He could go for that.
Okay. Same thing. Going to just move this Yahoo. He's just gonna move his whole movement up to there. And he's done. You're up.
Okay.
Who has disturbed my... It's the Dragor. Dragor from Skyrim.
Oh.
They wake up, get out, stretch, and then just get Fushoto.
Okay, so he's gonna jump this here. That's gonna take 2 of his movement.
To go up and over something.
Yeah.
It's like
And then-
you just measure up and over, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So, and he'll go another 2 this way,
Does he have the gun? Oh, he does have a gun over there. Okay.
and then another 2 that way. That's his movement. And, I mean, he could dash to make it to it, but he can't take it.
Can't cap it 'cause that's all of his points. No, is it all his points?
No, he still has 1 left.
Yeah, so he can still
But he's
cap it.
concealed.
Oh, that's right. Conceal can't cap. That's right. That's fair.
So, that'll have to be
Mm-hmm.
next time.
Cool. Keep going, boys. Take it. Oh, I was not taking your health pools up with you guys. Okay, nobody's taking damage yet, so you're all fine. And then you over 2, and then your dash is another 3. So you're just gonna be in the back of the group.
Don't forget, everyone, let us know in chat how bad we're doing.
Yes, specifically me, because I don't play this type very often. This is my third time playing with these type of miniatures.
I'm here for the lore.
I'm here because he made me.
Actually, they did.
They did.
They
No.
got us here.
They got us here. That's fair. I opened my mouth, and then you were like, "Yeah, sure, let's do that." And then, like overnight, you had the subs. Like, what the heck? I was like, take like 2 or 3 months. You're like, nah, we're gonna have 100 subs.
Okay.
And you're at what, 120 now?
Something like that.
Yeah, you're moving quite along. 121. That's what your channel says.
That tracks. Okay.
Once we get close to being matched, I'm gonna do the whole race to 200 bit with you. You're gonna beat me because you've got the momentum. But it'll be fun to play that off.
That was your turn.
That was my turn. Yep. All my played ones have moved, but they're also all concealed. So.
I'll go ahead and dash.
I know what I'm doing for my next turn,
So do I.
and it's going to be hilariously fun for me. It's not going to be good for the Necrons, but it's going to be fun for me. It's going to make this go a lot quicker.
Okay. That's all I can do.
All right, cool. Now it's my turn again. Oh, you sweet, glorious thing. Crap. Hi. I just realized that. Well, I should have used the thing with let them all do the more shooty thing. Okay, well, I'm still gonna let them move. So you can't, like, you can only shoot once, right? Like, shooting is like a single time a turn, I think, right?
Yeah, you have your shooting phase.
Your shooting phase.
You can do it twice if there's probably a ploy for it.
I don't think I saw that for them.
Maybe they don't.
I think that's for the Marines. They have reanimation and living lightning. Yeah, they don't have the relentless onslaught. That's for strategic though.
I have access
Well,
to that.
only if they're within
Melee.
pentagram, red pentagram. So that's
Six.
6. So yeah. So it wouldn't have helped me this time anyway. But so yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're going to begin. We're gonna let him move up a little bit. Is there like an aiming or anything with these guys, or they just
You just roll your attacks,
just roll the attacks?
and then I have to see if I save it.
No, we are gonna let him move up a little bit. Now, actually, let the entire squad just start shooting in here. All right. So on my attacky thing, I can do what can I do? Pull that back up. That's not what I want to pull up. So this is a death mark warrior. The leader is not going to shoot yet. So he shoots with the disruptor, and that's 4A. So that's
4 attacks.
4 attacks, right? Okay. I roll 4 dice, and then
That's a crit.
that's a crit. It says 2 plus. Is that
So you hit on 2 ups.
2 ups? Okay.
So 2, 4, 5, 6.
So
2, 3,
these.
4, 5, 6. So that's
then-
because it's a sniper.
Heavy AP1, and then MW1. What do those mean?
Keywords are at the bottom.
Yeah, hang on. So heavy.
MW is mortal wounds, I believe.
Oh. Heavy means you can't move and shoot. Okay.
Oh, that okay.
So they can't move and shoot.
Because
so
they're snipers.
they're snipers. Okay. Okay, understood. So he's not going to move. So I would have done that wrong if I'd used him, but that's okay. He didn't actually get to shoot. And then I have every time a friendly operative makes a shooting attack with the weapon in the roll attack dice step, each critical retained inflict X mortal wounds on target. Number after the MW. So it inflicts another wound, I'm guessing. If I'm reading that right.
I thought mortal wounds was one you couldn't save against.
Well, it says only on the criticals. Like the critical has another,
Oh, okay.
if I understand that correctly.
Alright.
And then AP1. What's AP?
Armor piercing. So it means that my armor save
Armor
works.
save is down 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 less in your armor save.
Right. So I've got 3. Yeah, 3 defense on 3 ups. I save.
Okay.
So it would be 4 ups.
4 ups.
1 save.
Okay. And that just blocks one of these, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But the other 2 I take.
And 1 knows the crit. So what's the damage?
The second number on the damage.
Second number on the damage. Way up here.
Don't think I have anything.
4. So you take 4, and then it's a +1 for the MW. For each critical hit retained, inflict mortal wounds on target after the weapon's MW. Am I reading that right? MW. Is that what that says to you, or does that say something different?
I think so. I
Okay.
think it's just an extra
It's just a
wound.
plus damage. Because the critical on that one there's no extra on the critical because the damage, the second number on the damage is the critical hit, right? Because it's just 4/4.
Right.
So it's just 4. So you get 5 from that one and 4 from the other one. So it's 7. No, 9. 9 damage from the first guy that shot. And now this guy's gonna shoot when you. It's his turn because he can only shoot. He can't do anything else after that. Okay. And you guys, do you have the thing that lets you do something after? Because you're out of dice, aren't you?
Yeah. All I can do is Overwatch.
What's that do?
So I can pick a friendly unit that isn't concealed,
Oh, okay.
and I can shoot, but my shooting is a little worse.
And nothing that you have
And I can't
currently
hit
anything because they're all concealed. Okay, well, this guy. You would have to shoot through that guy, so I'm gonna say he can't shoot. Is that how that works? Because you kind of have to shoot through him to get to him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say he probably can't shoot. And he will just do his movement, but he can't move and shoot.
Right.
So he's just going to do his 4 movements, and then he can get up there. Perfect. This guy can get right up there. So I have to be a little more careful with how I move these guys then. Okay. Take that with you. Take that with you. Don't leave your health bars behind. Okay. And then I just have the one guy left who is going to do another shooting attack. Now, this guy is the leader dude, so what's different? It's just a save characteristic, so that's just when he's getting shot at, I think. So, alright, so we're doing another attack on him from him.
Okay.
Another 4, I believe. Yes.
So same rules plus.
Same. Except no, he has balanced. What's balanced do? That means he can. Each time a friendly operative fights in combat, make a shooting attack with this weapon. On the roll attack dice of that combat or shooting attack, you can re-roll one of your. Oh, so I get to re-roll. Didn't I just roll that exact set? Cool, they all hit. And so yeah, so you have a negative. It's AP 1.
Yep. So that means I only save 1.
So you save with 1 though. So it knocks out one of those.
Yep.
That's 1 critical.
Number 4 is down.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's down.
They did not like him.
Well, he happened to just. It's the sniper lane, is what he just ran into.
Uh-huh.
The entire sniper squad just looked over their shoulders like, "Hey, no running to the hallways."
Okay.
Cool. So there's that.
You have 1 more?
No, that was him. That was all of my guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're back to the start. And now I pass the initiative back to you, right? I haven't been looking at chat. How's chat saying? Oh, chat hasn't said anything. We're fine. Nobody said we're doing it wrong. Nobody said we're doing it right. So we're going to believe
we're doing it right.
Yes. So I give this to you, right?
I think we roll for it again.
You roll for it again? Just not back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. You win.
Okay. With 9.
9.
Okay.
If you get in there, I'll put. I mean, once you get in there, is that when I put the hot dog costume on? You realize it's gonna
You're
be
really
funny.
banking on the hot dog.
I need to have a hot dog though. I don't have any hot dogs or buns with me. Assuming you've seen that video. If I had a human, I'd eat him too, or something like that. Oh no, my hair is in the camera. Don't look at my hair. Is that First Blood? Yes, that was First Blood. That was your leader, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not good. Now they're gonna be extra.
Because he was running into this.
Yeah. Well, my plan was all those guys were just gonna go fight the leader, and I was envisioning that once that like I think it was from the secret level episode or whatever, where you like the guy got sworn by like the regular dudes and just started headbutting or punching them.
Mhm.
I figured that was what was going to happen there. So you know what? No retreat, no surrender. This one's gonna have mashed casualties. I'm not gonna conceal anybody this time around. Everybody's
I'm not
going.
either.
Yes. It's about to get violent.
Blood for the blood god!
Death because death. These guys are undead though, so do they? When they die, they get to reanimate later on. Like if the world's still around, how's that function? Do they go back to like
They have reanimation protocols, so their consciousness will reappear.
just reappear in another suit later on?
Yeah.
Because they're metal, aren't they? So like they just keep building them, and their souls or whatever go back to the
Yeah.
suit.
They reconstruct within their tomb world.
Fun. And this is a tomb world.
Yep.
So they kind of just keep coming at you until you blow up the world.
Yep.
Can you blow up the world?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I figured it's 440k. I mean, if the answer hasn't come to you yet, normally the answer is explosions.
Okay.
Oh right, poise. I definitely want to do a ploy this time.
Yeah, I am spending a CP. And we're gonna use blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god.
So until the end of the turning point, each time a friendly Khorne operative fights in combat in the resolve successful hit step in combat, if it performed a charge action during that activation, the first time it strikes, inflict 1 additional damage.
Nice. Are you able? You're able to use one strategic ploy, I'm assuming, per time.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
And then some cost more.
Yeah. So I will probably do. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I did that wrong again, didn't I? I forgot. I was going to conceal all those guys. Because then I could use the Skulking Killer CP. But, yeah, it's whatever. Let's... I guess I'm not going to do any of them. Because if I had concealed them, then I could use the Skulking Killer, but I didn't conceal it, so that's okay. I'll save them all for the reanimation protocols.
Okay.
I'm probably going to need them after this. So you go first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna charge.
Yep. Better you do it or I'm doing it. There's gonna be a lot of dead minis over here soon.
So charge and we fight.
We fight. Okay, this is gonna work out well for this guy. He's like half your size. That's the only reason I want to play guard at some point, just because I love the little dudes looking at the big guys, and I think it'd be hilarious to watch guardsmen fight. Whoops!
Easy.
I broke it. Oh wait, I killed one of Faceplant's minis. I need to use chocolate. I got my chocolate milk. Okay. So flayed one.
And just for grins and giggles,
We can
Yes.
grin and giggle.
I'm gonna spend another CP
Okay.
for Veteran of the Long War.
I get to add a CP because of the.
So if he doesn't take damage in this fight,
Yeah.
then he gets to hit again.
Okay.
Okay.
So how do we do this?
So, well, he's got abilities too. He's got Wrathful Onslaught.
I have. What living metal does.
Operative is the attacker. His weapon gains ceaseless special roll. What's
I
that?
also have rending on my. Am I fighting back? Or am I staying hit right now?
You're fighting back.
Okay. Because I have living weapon and rending of my claws. I don't know what living weapon does. It doesn't say.
Reroll any or
Living metal. Sorry.
any or all of your attack dice that result in 1.
Okay.
So I can reroll all my 1s.
Oh, living metal is I automatically heal. That's right.
Yeah, but none of your guys took damage.
No, that's okay. That's what that does. Cool. Okay.
So we're
Oh, I'm taking damage. We will definitely. I didn't realize you said we will definitely mess this up. Yes, we will. Yes, we have.
each time this operative fights in combat, roll attack dice that performed a charge action. You can reroll 1 of your attack dice.
Necrons don't really reconstruct that often. Their tech is so advanced; they sort of just sit there and slowly reanimate unless they're disintegrated. So they just kind of sit there and rebuild their body. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Like if you go into like a tomb or something, and there's a bunch of dead ones just been sitting there and they've just been rebuilding over time. That's kind of a fun visual. I like it.
Yeah.
And their color, like their like energy stuff is normally green. Isn't that what I've seen?
Yeah.
It's like the kind of crack green.
Yeah. All right, so I can reroll 1s.
Okay.
Oh, so many rules! Holy crap! Okay.
No, I don't want to alarm you, but people have more viewers have hopped on recently, so we're up to 8 now.
Uh oh.
So just put out there. No, don't get it wrong, because
Each time this operative fights means ceaseless.
oh, you know what we should do at a later time? We should have a showcase of all the dead minis, like another camera with the turntable that is like showcasing the minis after they've been defeated. That'd be kind of fun.
Relentless. Each time a friendly operative fights in combat,
That way you could have a showcase while we play.
reroll any or all of your attack dice. So there's a lot of rerolling here.
Wowzers! So you're gonna hit unless you don't want to hit, and you're gonna try to hit again, and you're gonna not hit and hit again.
He is a butcher.
He's a butcher?
That's his title.
Wait, is that a two-handed chainsword?
It's an eviscerator.
It's an eviscerator. Okay. Well, eviscerate me.
Each time a friendly operative fights in combat with this weapon, resolve successful hits step that combat.
Please tell me you just saw me right in half.
Each time you parry with a normal hit, you can select one of your
Parry?
opponent's critical hits to be discarded instead.
Oh, that's right.
So I can discard any of your crits,
That's right. That's how you do the melee. Okay.
and since I'm attacking, I get first go.
Okay.
Alright, also, Wrath of Onslaught, you can strike with 1 normal hit as if it was a crit.
Okay.
Alright, so-
fights in combat.
Reroll 1s, reroll any or all.
Do they stack?
It doesn't appear that way.
Oh. If I hit,
He's also equipped with aggression stimulants.
okay, but if I hit, I take a. If I hit with a critical, okay, I didn't hit with a critical, so it doesn't matter.
So,
And I have.
oh, and the weapon has abilities too. That was just his abilities.
This is abilities. Okay,
Vicious blows and leap 2.
so I've got 4 that are hits from my note.
Each time a friendly operative fights in combat with this weapon. I'm just gonna roll and then we'll go from there.
All you have to do is hit me for 9 damage and you're dead.
Okay.
You only get to roll 4 times? Because I get to roll 5.
4 attacks.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't expect you to have more attack than that.
Well,
You also
I
get
can-
to reroll.
I reroll the 1,
Yeah. You got a crit.
and I can reroll any or all.
I reroll the 2 because that doesn't
Yeah.
hit, I'm assuming. Okay, now it hits.
And I can reap
Can you reap my soul?
2. Each time a friendly operative fights in combat with this weapon, in the resolve successful hit step of that combat, you strike with a critical hit, inflict
have.
X mortal wounds
Okay.
on each other enemy operative visible to the friendly operative within 1 inch.
Oh, so yeah. So if it's like a horde, you can just like start decapitating the entire horde. I love it. Unfortunately, nobody's within an inch.
that doesn't apply.
See, if you come up with like a bunch of like horde enemies and you want to play them against you, I have no qualms in letting all my guys get killed for cool abilities.
There is a horde mode.
There's a horde mode.
That,
So like what we did the first time we tried to play around with the Tyranids.
yeah, it's not official, but there is a horde mode.
Because that's kind of what we did the first time, where I just kept throwing. You just gave me a bunch of Terminid minis, and we just kept throwing them at you. I don't think I gave them any abilities. I think I just ran them at you and let you stab them with Hammer Bro. Who has his own lore now?
Vicious blows. There's no vicious blows.
I think the energy changes color per dynasty.
Yeah, there are multiple
There's a map for
People have done-
each suns and all their energy is yellow because they're solar powered.
There's yellow, orange, blues.
Sorry, I'm imagining Necron, but the rib cage, like the ribs are solar panels. So they're just like Wall-E sitting out there laying in the sun to recharge. Beep, 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 beep,
Vicious
beep, beep.
blows is not a thing there.
So on a scale of 1 to 9, how dead is he?
Let's see. How many crits?
1.
1 crit.
And I've got 4 of mine. So that's what, 4 parries for the non-crits, right? Is that correct? Because it's a 3+ for the flayed.
So I'm attacking, so my first one
Is because the first one hits no matter what. Then I get to parry, right? Isn't that what we did last time?
yes, I believe that's
Yeah.
right.
So you don't want to hit with the crit first. You want to hit with crit last or mid
Right.
because I can't actually block the crit. Because then you'll hit with one of those because I can't parry, and then I can choose to say this one parries and not hit, right?
Yeah.
Because I believe that's what we tried to do last time.
Gotta figure out what vicious blows is.
Vicious blows. I'm assuming it's going to be a vicious blow on my character.
Weapon. Oh, it gains ceaseless.
Ceaseless. What's ceaseless do? Can't stop.
Each time a friendly operative makes a shooting attack. Alright, that's the reroll in the other one.
We've had 50. We've had 50 total views. Just FYI.
Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
Figured it out.
Nope.
What?
But we'll go with it.
Go
Alright,
ahead.
so
So that one hits,
hit.
and that's how many?
That is 5.
5. Whee! Down to 4. He's dead. And then I can parry, which will parry that one. Then I can parry, which will parry that one. But I can't parry that one.
Right. Crit.
And so I'll just have to hit, which means you'll take 4. I think it's 4. Double check.
And the crit is 7.
Yeah, well, he's dead after the crit hits. So that one before. So yeah, you'll take 4 from him before he dies. Then he's dead.
Okay.
For now.
And is that it? That was one action.
We can't charge again, right? Because you only charge once per turn.
Right.
But you could still technically, can you still move into engagement zone and then melee?
No, because I already took my movement with the charge.
Oh, charge is part of the movement.
Charge is separate, but it's in addition to the movement.
Oh, okay, so you instead of doing a movement and then an attack, it's 2 points instead of 1 point.
Right.
But you get to attack. Okay, I see. So essentially, it's just moving and smacking things,
Right.
but with a charge. So you have extra movement. I gotcha. So you could shoot still, right? With your pistol?
Yes.
Because you guys have. Does he have a pistol? Well, his
Yeah,
model
well,
doesn't, but he does.
He
have one.
does. Yeah, that's 4 attacks.
Okay. Can you split those up, or is it just by 1 mini?
It's just by 1.
Just by 1 mini. Okay.
1 target. Yeah. So 4 attacks on 3 up. 6 inches, and that's
Yeah. Which one are you gonna go for?
The closest one.
That one. Okay.
So
Now
3
I have to
ups,
roll-
all hit.
Okay. Then
Your armor save.
which is
There's no AP, no modifiers. So
armor save? Which one's armor? What's armor save? Is that SB?
yes.
Save value.
And then defense is the number of dice that you roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I will save against one of them, looks like. If I understand it correctly. And it's a... Yeah. There's no criticals to saves, I'm assuming. It's only for attacks.
I think.
Okay. So I'll save against one of them. But you said you hit with 3 others, right? Well, I guess, yeah, because critical can block critical.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what?
If he could move, he could do another melee because I took the better to the long war. But he can't.
Ah, he's already moved.
Right.
Crap.
That's fine. It's army wide, so. Alright. So, what do you take?
He blocks one of them.
Okay.
With the crit.
And that is
9, so he's dead. Oh, shit. Give it. You're dead. We don't need this anymore.
so he comes.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Now I believe it's your turn.
I think it's my turn, yeah. What's a reanimation token? This isn't supposed to put those with them. I'm just going to assume that I have them with them.
What does it say? Does it say anything?
Because I can use this when... Use it when it's incapacitated. So, like, when those went down.
Oh, because they can reanimate.
Yeah, there's a possibility for the reanimate. I don't have any. I'll just make a note that I've got 3 of them, which each one. It doesn't do anything until we reset next turn. But it is 2 of my CPs. So it's a CP for each one, I believe. Okay. And then... Actually, no, we'll just use 1 for right now. We'll just let this guy die completely. Reanimate for this one. Alright. I go. Hi. Or do I shoot you with this one? But that guy can shoot that guy. That guy can shoot that guy. That guy can shoot that guy. All 3 of those guys can shoot that guy.
He's in pistol range.
He is. But this guy can shoot that guy, this guy can shoot that guy, this guy can shoot that guy. But this guy can also shoot that guy. So, who's going to do shooty shoot? Before he charges and cuts your head clean off, he's kind of looking at you very angry, very...
He's angry.
He's angry. He angry. He angry. So, he shoot. He also has that doohickey, which is well, doesn't matter. Forgot about the Tesla leaf. Anyway, Deathmark shoots with his gun, with his disintegrator. 4 of these, so shoot here to here. Gonna be 3 hits. And then AP1. No crits. So it's gonna be-
So you're shooting him?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It's 4 up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it add the AP1, so 2 to 4.
It's 2 crits
2 crits.
and a 3.
So you take 1 hit. So then we'll take 4 on him.
Okay. So it's down to 8.
Yep.
Sweet.
He can't do anything because he can only shoot.
Unfortunate.
Yep. Now it's your go.
Melee's gonna be fun.
It is.
Speaking of,
Okay.
so he has Wrath Lanza, which is fights in combat, resolve successful hit step. No. Even critical hits, you can strike 1 normal hit as if it were a crit. Okay, so spend 1 AP.
To cap it.
Yeah, so that's
And then you're going to after that guy.
doing things, guys.
You're doing things. You are doing things.
I'm doing the things.
Doing
Okay,
the thing. You're doing the warhead.
and then we're going to charge.
Okay, you're gonna charge at him.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna check what his ability does because it has something that you charge. You finish the charge, move within engagement. Roll 3d6. 5, so he takes 1 damage.
Just
Yep.
off the cuff.
You suffer a mortal wound because he has Tesla weave.
Oh,
So
throw my bag at this.
yes. So you just take 1 because you got close to him,
Okay,
and then now he has fists.
so
So now we're into melee combat again.
5 swings.
Okay.
With the chain axe.
I have fist, which hits twice.
Okay, and it hits on a 3 up, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits, and
Okay.
then strike with 1 normal hit as if it were a crit. So one of these is, I'm just gonna make a crit.
Make it crit. Okay.
So, all right, so 4 hits, and so the first one automatically hits.
Yep.
So that's 3, no, 4,
Okay.
and then you parry. How many saves do you have?
I have 2. Yeah, he's gonna punch you back. So you're gonna take 3.
Okay.
And then I take another 4.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the crit is 5.
He's also gonna punch you back again. So that's another 3. So he's down, and you're down to 1. And this one's gonna have reanimation.
Does that mean he comes back the next turning point?
Possibly. I have to roll dice.
Nobody's throwing a skull in. Maybe the objective should be just throw 1.
It might be. That way we can do the narrative thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
That way you have a reason to have a come back next week. Not next week. Come back next month.
It might be next week.
Hey, I'm actually able to speak now, so we're doing better. But no, next week I have work, so I won't be able to do it this time next week. That'll be something different.
Might have to make it 500 points though, because I only have like 500 points of these guys.
How many Necrons you got? I can just keep throwing Necrons at you.
Like 6 something?
Oh, yeah, fine.
I don't remember.
That's good. So yeah. So he's down. He's down. Okay. So now it's my go again.
Yes.
He's gonna go pew pew.
Okay.
So that's another 4 of these. So same song, same dance. Well, no, apparently.
Apparently not.
No. I didn't want to shoot you.
I think a crit can only be blocked with
By a crit.
Save with
So
a crit.
But you have a crit, so it saves.
So I'm fine.
Yep, you're fine on that one. I like to think like it hits, like puts a hole in his cape right there, and it goes through the cape into the armor. Tink. He just looks back. You fool. I'm in danger. Okay, so that was his turn.
Okay. Let's see. Icon bearer. Interesting. Save him. We'll go to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to cap that.
He's running. He's running. Why are you running? Why are you running? I just looked at chat. One from Ashley. When you put the hot dog costume, can you say, honey, where's my hot dog suit? Rushton then said, so are we sacrificing Cloud to Corn if he loses?
Yes, precisely.
From the old pool video where I hit you with the hammer, it's just a reverse of that, except it's you and me.
Okay, so he capped that.
He capped that, so you have 2 points left.
He's going to take movement to jump up here.
Okay. Alright. Get down.
It's at 12.
Technically, I see your head.
So that's 1, 2, and then an action to throw it in.
Okay.
So he's going to throw it in.
Okay. What's it gonna do then?
So I'm going to say,
What I should have done is I should have just bum rushed the portal area.
so this is like a secondary objective.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Now what?
that's all he can do.
Okay.
So it's your turn. And now he's exposed himself.
To nobody, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, technically,
No.
in real life, but no, not in game. You should put a countdown timer on the stream. It's like the portal explodes and eek, eek, eek. So what I am gonna do? What did I give you? You have an ability. What's your ability? What's your little thing? Devour Nanoscarab. What do they do? Devour Nanoscarabs. Indirect. Lethal 5+. It's an restoration ability. That's right. So we're going to do Lethal Nanoscarabs on him. It does 4 of these. It has a so it says limited, indirect, and lethal 5+. Let me read.
Why are you doing
Limited
that?
can only be selected once per battle. Okay, so I can't use it again for the rest of the game, right?
Yeah. It's like a grenade.
Okay, so can only be used once.
Here.
Oh, he's leaving. He's left me alone with the chat. Quick, everybody ask me all the weird questions. You want to ask him? I got the stairs. He went down the stairs. Hello, chat. This is now the Rain Cloud plays Warhammer stream, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm also reading the rules. As you can see on the stream, Faceplant has 3 points. I have 0 points. Okay, so indirect. Enemy operators are not in cover. Okay, so it doesn't matter because no one's in cover. This weapon lethal. Each time a friendly operative fights in combat or makes a shooting attack with this weapon in the roll attack dice step of that combat or shooting attack, your attack dice results of greater 2 or equal than X are successful hits or critical hits. Oh, so it just lowers the critical. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. So I can crit on 5s then, is what he's saying. Alright. Is that 6, right? I think he's with... Uh-oh. It's not working. My phone's not working. Now I want the chat. Quote your favorite Disney quote? Right. Poison. Poison especially for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Quick coin that looking scoop the skulls out of the portal. Yes. Nope. Wait, I wonder if I have anything I can put in the book. Just chuck a random miniature. Now he's dead. Dang it.
Are you doing Zinchi things?
No, I'm not doing anything incorrect, anything wrong, anything whatsoever. There's
Okay.
nothing here.
Did you go?
So, basically what it does is it's a ranged attack I can use once. The criticals are 5s instead of 6s.
Okay. And I just have a regular armor save.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So he's using that on that. I was thinking 6. Yeah. So I roll these. I crit with 1, and that's it. Hi, Zai.
Well,
That's okay. It's only 4 damage.
total?
Yeah, he just takes 4
Oh.
because everything else failed. I rolled 2 1s,
Oh.
or I rolled a 1 and 2 2s and a 5. So
I thought I was doomed.
I thought you might have been, but no. Okay, so I used that, but then I can charge, right? Because that was only 1 point, 1 action point. So he can still charge.
Yes.
Charge. And charge is how many? It's charge 6 or it's charge 4.
It's your normal movement plus 3,
But that costs 2
It's the same
actions
as
though,
dash.
right?
but it has to end in combat. I think that.
Because I don't want to take my normal movement.
Check the charge rules.
I'm checking the charge rules. Shoot. I don't want to look at shoot. I don't want to look at fight. And I want to get charge. Oh, actually, this says charge. Charge is move the active operated distance does not exceed the distance equal to the movement characteristic plus 2. So you get your movement plus 2. But it only costs 1 AP, so it's not movement and then.
So it counts as
Yeah,
melee,
you can't.
but with the move.
Yes.
So
You
it's
can't-
move and hit all in
Yeah,
one action.
because you can't move and hit.
That makes sense.
So you can't move and then charge is what it's saying. So it's only 1 action point though. So we did that wrong with him earlier, or one of the guys that charged him. Not possible unless you different. Yeah. So cool. So yeah, he's definitely within charge range. So he's going to charge up to this guy. Hi. And then. So when does the bomb from the bomb factory go off? Give it to the start of the next turning point. I don't know what's going to happen. Something might happen. Okay, so he's done his thing up, so he's now within melee. He's a flayed one. Flayed one warrior gets to do 5 flayer claw attacks on 3+. Ooh, look, a crit.
2 5s. I can reroll 1s.
I don't need to reroll anything.
Can I reroll 1s more than 1s?
No.
Because they
no,
both reroll
no.
back to 1.
I don't know if he likes living anymore, Face Plant.
Each
I'm not
time a
certain.
friendly operative fights in combat, in the roll attack step, that combat, you can reroll.
I'm not certain, but I don't know if he likes living anymore. His anger might be lowering itself. He might be becoming more depressed, so he wants to go join that other group that you have of the depressed anxiety boys. That was one of your guys, wasn't it? Like
Yeah, it's those guys.
the yellow boys, the guys I played last time. I guess they were more anxiety filled than they were depressing.
Yeah, their predecessors more depression.
So their depression is predatory? I haven't got that confused look out of you for a while. Yeah, so I've charged up, and now we...
That's only if he charges.
Which you did charge. Oh, no, I charged. You didn't charge.
Go. Got the ceaseless ability. Reroll 1s. As soon as operative fights in combat, enemy operatives within engagement range cannot apply combat support. strike with one normal hit as if it were a crit. So we'll turn one of these to a crit.
I may be reading this wrong. Might be doing charge wrong still. Because this doesn't say anything about fighting with charge. This just says charge is a movement up. And there's nothing about taking damage with charge. So charge just puts you into engagement range.
So what's the difference between charge and dash? Or it's just something that you have to end in engagement range?
Charge lets you move up. Charge lets you do your movement +2, but you have to end in engagement range. I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess it just lets you do more movement, but you can end in engagement range. But it doesn't say anything about fighting while you're in engagement range, though.
So it's still a separate.
So yeah, it's still just a quicker movement that lets you end in engagement range. If I'm reading that correctly, which I might not be. So yeah, all of this is null and void then. Because in engagement range, can you be shot at once you're in engagement with somebody else?
An operative cannot perform this action if it is within engagement range. This is in reference to dash. An operative cannot perform this
You
action.
can't do that with charge either. You can't charge out of engagement range to somebody else's engagement range. It says charge. So because the way we've been thinking about it is you charge up and you get like a attack with it. But I think what it's trying to say is those are two separates.
I know you can in base game. Dash or charge and then attack.
An attack.
Operative cannot perform.
Well, I don't know what the base game
with
so.
engagement range. In addition, an operative cannot perform this action with the same activation which performs charge. So dash, you can't
Engage.
dash up into engagement range, but a charge you can.
So you can't dash so you can like
Because dash is strictly movement.
just movement.
A
Okay.
charge is going into combat.
Okay.
Okay.
But now that I'm in engagement range, can he be shot at? Is it like Legion where you can't be shot at if you're in melee with somebody else?
I do remember seeing that somewhere.
So I think because in Legion you can't if you're within melee
Yeah.
because it's like you're in a brawl and you can shoot each other, so it's not you just can't target them. Well, it didn't do what I wanted to do, but it did enough. Okay.
So,
Nothing happens because I'm out of points.
oh, you don't attack at all?
I can't. I'm out of action points. So that was my action to move up. And I already used the action to use the ranged attack.
Okay.
So yeah, I flubbed it. So now here we go.
Okay.
Is he got a plasma pistol? Or are you
The
using
model does, but
he's using with the
he's supposed to
plasma?
have a bolt pistol.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because in 10th edition, he can have a plasma pistol.
So this isn't 10th edition though.
Right.
That's not confusing.
Yeah, there's different loadouts in 10th edition and all that. Okay. So I can charge to him with him and attack. Even though
I think
he's
so. Yeah,
engaged.
I think you're gonna do that because you should go within base.
So I'm going to do that. Just get them all out of the way.
Yep.
Yeah, dude's just getting kicked around.
I saw a thing where like you're supposed to take the dead dudes out, but I don't like doing that.
I don't either.
It looks cooler with all the dead guys sitting around.
Okay.
Unless you had like a dead cam where you could take your minis off and do like a display of what's been killed so far.
Okay.
I could see that as being something fun in the stream, but that would require another camera. But you have that tourney table, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it an automatic tourney table?
Mhm.
Then yeah, that would be kind of fun. You could set up, or like at intermission, or at the very end of the game, even.
Pull out a Skylanders portal.
Yes.
I still got those. All right. So, charging him.
Yep.
He's gonna swing with his chain sword.
Okay. And so I get to do my claw back.
Slide attack on a 3-up. and then I can regard 1 as a crit.
All right.
They said 5. I only see 4 dice.
Oh yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, those 2 don't do anything, and then one of these is a crit, so that's
Okay.
2 crits and a hit.
Okay, and I have 3 hits. None of them are crits. So,
So the hit goes through.
yep, the first hit goes through, and that's how many?
4.
4. Okay.
And then 2 crits that are 5 apiece. So
Out of
10.
these, so he's gonna go down. So
Yeah.
he's just gonna swing while he goes down. So he'll get 1 off. So 1 swing, which will be, I believe it's 3. Yeah. So he takes 3.
Okay.
As he goes down, and I'll use my last reanimation on him. So he's on. He has reanimation. He has reanimation. He has reanimation. And I'm out of CPs.
Okay. He's done. So I don't want to break my models. So he's just gonna get tucked back in there.
He just gets kicked to the side as he runs up, like a lunch is ready, you nerds. Excuse me. Wait, we're in the hot dog while eating smokies will be a fun thing. Anyway,
I also have a scene for that
you have a scene for that
for lunch.
for lunch. Is it a Warhammer guy just like eating like through the how do they like?
No, but that'd be a good idea.
It'd be funny if you like he has like the mouthpiece removed. I don't know if they can do that and you just eat through the mouthpiece, or it's like has the helmet just lifted up enough where you can just.
I mean, they can take the helmet off, but they don't have to eat either, because their body recycles nutrition. Don't question it.
Does that mean they don't have to go to the bathroom because it just recycles? Oh, that's kind of.
Yeah.
So they've got a tube from the bottom that goes back up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. It's not a visual I wanted to see for lunch. Rushtiv and Melodus say they could go for some lunch too. All right.
We'll finish
up
this round
yeah.
and then we'll do lunch.
Don't worry. I don't have a lot of live guys left.
Well, your melee guys stood no chance because we're corn.
You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Charge, buddy.
Okay.
Go for the one that's already damaged. Try to kill one of you at least. I guess I did damage him too, but they're both the same thing. So let's do action economy here. So. Okay. Well.
Oh.
Sucks to be him.
Well, he blocked 1. He can reroll 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
But parry this, you casual.
Well, he can parry with the crit.
But not the first one. Because I have Rending, which I think does another damage or something like that. Rending, blah, 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 blah. That's to do with the crit, though. Load! Load! I'm now hungry. I want to eat. I must kill more to eat faster. Okay, Rending... Oh, I get to just hit again.
You're being called out.
I'm being called out? Why? How dare you? Is it Ashley?
Could do CP trackers on future streams. Might be too much.
Oh, it's Danny. Hi, Danny.
We could do CP trackers,
CP trackers?
but that'd be something else that I would have to do. That's when I have an actual producer.
Somebody who can sit over there and hit the buttons?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
tried to get one today, but everybody flaked on me.
I thought about kidnapping my brother, but he's not as interested, I don't think, with this. Hot dog costume eats Smokies. Hey.
Okay, so he's down.
Yeah, he's definitely down. And that's just the end of the melee. I don't get to use the rest of the crits for anything. Right?
Right.
Darn.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless you have Reap, which he
Reap?
had.
Oh, to go through the next guy. Yeah, these guys don't have that. So, cool. So you lose 1 at least. Good job, buddy.
What am I down? 2? Yeah.
Yeah, you're down 2. That's okay. You're doing fine. There's a whole pile of dead Necrons over here. Play better. I don't play Warhammer, Danny. I was coerced into doing this. I'm playing Necrons, which aren't mine. They're his.
It's all mine.
It's all yours.
Except for these walls.
Except for the walls.
You contributed to the
I
walls.
brought the walls and the staircase. And my winning can-do attitude. And my pain. But that's specific. That's different. Okay, so that's what he does. Now it's up to you. So you've got him left, right?
Right.
Because I still have these 3 Yahoos left.
Alright, so
think
Icon
that-
Bearer. He can,
Icon bearer, right?
he can take an objective, and he can get 1 APL.
But all your objectives nearby have already been taken, though.
Yeah.
Unless you somehow yeet yourself across to 4.
Which I don't think he can
You could try.
No.
Oh.
do.
Do it.
He's in melee, so he can't be shot.
Right. Yeah, he's the last of that group. Oh, that's probably this little flayed one. Is just
Yeah, he
sitting out
could
there.
run up here and pop him.
Yeah.
We'll do that. That would make sense.
Hi, buddy.
So.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, he also has a frag.
He has a grenade.
I forgot I gave him a frag.
I wanted grenades. None of my guys had grenades.
I don't want to throw it though. I want to shoot.
Ah, yeah, shoot him, shoot him. Is he within? It's a pistol, right? Isn't that 6?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm proud of you. You've taken the bait, and you'll be obsessed with the plastic crack forever. I already have Star Wars Legion miniatures.
But
And-
it's not as good as this.
It's easier than this. It's simpler than this.
Yeah, but it's more about the hobby. I'm in it for the hobby
You're in just to paint.
and the lore.
You could use lore in Star Wars Legions.
I know all that though.
Yes, exactly. Weenies are getting cold.
We're almost done.
Why is it everywhere I go, I'm always being told to eat food?
Hold your
even,
weenie.
even in your chat, I'm being told to eat food. Right?
Yeah.
Great. Ashley's not teaming up with the chat. This isn't good. He can what?
Hold on.
Come on, shoot me. Come
Because
on.
he still has Veteran of the Long War, so if he doesn't lose any wounds, he can shoot twice.
He hasn't lost any wounds. Just shoot.
Wait, is it 4? Full pistol. Yes, 4. 3 Fs.
I'm currently collecting all of them for Legion. I have clones. I have battle droids. I have rebels and Empire.
2 hits.
And I think is it 3 for you Yahoos? Yeah, 3 of you. Because I'm a toothpick. Oh, hot shot! There's meat on these bones. See, look at that. Just go chuck food at them. So they're all hit. They're all the blocks, I think.
Okay.
And I'm mad.
And 4 hits.
4 hits. Is that your second?
Yeah.
But do I get to roll again?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's still safe.
It's still another save. Okay. So 2 blocks, right?
Okay.
No, wait. 2 blocks. Yep.
Okay.
So I take 1. So that's going to be
So he takes 3.
6-3. Okay.
I think that's all he can do.
I don't have enough of Legion to do full army. I only have enough to do like field team version. I forget what it's called in Legion, but I have enough to do that. I don't have enough to do like full army battles. But I'm trying to think of a way to sometime here soon force Faceplant to play Legion with me
On stream?
on this. I think it'd be fun.
So
I
when
do
you
need-
get up to 200 subs,
Nobody on my channel is going to be interested in watching me play Legion except for Husky and Danny probably.
okay. So that's his turn.
I slave away and they ignore all my hard work. How many did he take? 3. I put him down to 3. That's not right. He started at 9. Math, Raincloud. Math.
Okay.
Do math. I know math is hard. Alright. I'm gonna go get a point. So go get me a point. Put a point on the screen.
I don't want it.
I want a point. That's all he's gonna do. He's gonna die. I mean, there's one of your corn marines up on top. He's just gonna lean over with the bolter and just execute this guy. So that's his turn, and now you have Overwatch.
I do.
Yep. So he's probably gonna get killed by Overwatch. Yeah, just over the corner, just like denied.
And it's 1 one worse on shooting.
I think so. Yeah. And just
So-
one. Don't you get to do it like once per guy or something like that?
Only until
Until I'm out, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you only have one more, two more.
I got 2 more.
All right, so Overwatch on him.
Yep.
So that should be 4 ups, I believe.
And do I roll still for defense? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So I have 2 defense.
1 hit.
So he's alive. How? That's okay. He'll die here soon. He can't do any shooting at anybody.
He can move. He can prime himself.
No, he can't shoot.
You sh-
He can't. I don't think he can hit him. Because he's got the heavy weapon, so he has to move and then he can shoot. So what he is going to do, though, is he is going to move. And he'll do his dash. And he's just going to stand on it. Oh, next turn. He's going to move out and he's going to set himself up right behind the other guy. Yes, Johnny! Alright, so that's what he's going to do. So now it's your go. I've got 1 more mini left.
Okay.
So you get your 1 Overwatch.
He has 10.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, they
big,
have
yeah.
9.
These guys have 9. These guys have 10, and then this guy has 11.
Okay. Did we hit him? It's a stretch.
Yeah, it's kind of a stretch.
He can hit him though.
But he's in melee. Oh, he's not in melee anymore because he killed that guy.
Yeah, but they're in engagement range.
Oh, okay. Even though they're not, we haven't done anything with that, they're still technically in engagement range.
Right.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. So
Hi, buddy.
take a shot, I guess.
Do it. Do the roar.
So 4 shots, 4 ups.
And then this guy.
That's 1 hit and it's a crit.
Okay. Is it the same for Death Mark? Yeah, and so he takes 1 from the crit.
This is not a blowout.
So that's what? Is that 3?
With the crit?
Or is that 4? 4. Okay. Damn, you bastard. Alright. And then. Kind of, but I'm gonna really say he can't. So he's just gonna move up. 47. Hello, boys. That's all he can do.
Okay.
Okay.
At the end?
That's 2 rounds in. It's halfway.
Okay. Sweet.
1 point to 3 points. I think we know. And the skull got thrown in.
Yep. So that's my objective completed. We didn't give you a secondary objective.
That's okay. You were talking about maybe doing narrative stuff, so this gives us the opportunity to play with narrative.
Right. Okay. They're dead.
Yeah. That one has reanimation. That one has reanimation. That one has reanimation.
So when do they come back? Is it the next turn?
Yes. Yeah. Next turning point, I roll a d6, 3d6 for each. And then if it's a 3 plus, they get back up with d3 wounds remaining. And I remove an animation token, but they still get to keep the other 2, I think.
And these 3, they get to regain 2, right?
Yes. Yeah, they all get to regain 2. So it's just these 2, because he hasn't taken damage yet.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well.
Hey, Tristan! Yes, we use Legos for our terrain because Legos are fun. So I think we're taking a lunch break, is what we're doing?
Yep.
Is it how long of a lunch break we taking? 5 minutes?
However long.
10 minutes?
Just go get food.
Just go get food? So 5 minutes
Yeah.
less?
We'll be right back.
Right back? Cool. Or do you want to go to get lunch and I'll talk to the camera? And then you come back and then we swap? You got a screen for it? We'll use the screen. We'll be right back after this lunch break.
We'll be right back.
Yes. Second edition, I think, is what he said. We've been discussing doing. Hi guys, by the way, we're back. I'm back. Faceplant's getting some more stuff. We've been discussing maybe doing some like narrative play, where we take this episode, since we did like the thing with the skull, and then we do like another thing in a month. Oops, my audio's still on. That's not bad. But yeah, this is a collection of Faceplant's minis, because he has all the Warhammer things. We've got some World Eaters, that's these guys. These chaos, corn guys. And he's painted all of these guys. He did not paint the Necrons. The Necrons were just something that he had. He collected from somewhere. Did you get more food?
Mm-hmm.
How's the heat? What do you know? It's the two guys that work outside. How's the heat, Face?
Well,
You're already like super tan.
I'm
This summer
6
has
shades
been-
darker than I should be.
You are what you eat. We all want to address the elephant in the room. You clearly didn't eat enough. Oh yeah, I gotta take all the soup out. What are you talking about? I ate plenty. More like the glissy in the room. Okay. So now we have to roll again. Oh no, we don't roll again.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do roll again. Okay. Roll. 6, I win. You have it. It's right there. Give it to me. Mine. Mine. My precious. Wear costume. I didn't put a costume on. What are you talking about? Humans always wear
It sounds like you're stupid.
Okay, so now I have to roll D6 for that guy. Is it 3? Let me reread this.
Are we meleeing?
No, I'm doing the reanimation.
Oh.
Oh, I do roll each token. Is it 1 for each token?
Is there a maximum you can do that?
Yes.
So just one.
So he gets up. He gets up.
Wall falls down.
Yeah, well down. He does not get up.
God.
We're not dead yet, sucker. And they each scope up to 30. Now I would say that is the order of the remaining order token. And the very opposite of each turning point before resolving the living metal ability. So they all get +2 because of that.
Oh. God. It
Hi.
would probably be a kill team narrative. I mean, it's an overall narrative.
Because we like playing narrative stuff. It's more fun if there's a storyline.
Yeah. And I'm writing this war. So this is just contributing to that.
Oh, so it'd be like part of the overarching war.
Yeah, because this is one of the planets that is in
In
the
the war
system
zone.
that the war is taking place in.
Okay.
Because the World Eaters, the Putrid Maw, are spearheading the assault on the system.
Gotcha.
And so they're just going from world to world, just clearing it. And they've currently got,
They've currently got.
I believe it was 4 out of 7. So this would be 5. And the Imperium is suffering.
Necrons are just upset, is what I'm hearing. Because these guys like, oi, We were here first. Granted, you said they were like in vegetative state, or like so they were in stasis. So they
Yeah,
were
they've been in stasis for the last 65 million years.
Oh, the ritual of rereading the rules because there's way too many to keep track of. You should have been here at the beginning of the stream, where I was like, "What do I do?"
I don't want to play one-page rules though, because then it would not feel like 40k.
Okay. So, did I give all my guys tokens? He's got token. He's got token. Oh, he doesn't have token.
What are you using? Tokens?
I meant these, the order tokens.
Yeah, I've never done anything Kill Team related, so I would be curious how it will turn out.
You could do that, and then you could do like a short video after the fact of like the story so far. You could
Make it a progressive campaign.
yeah, make it a progressive campaign.
I'm going to need more models for all the armies that are taking place in this campaign. 'Cause right now, the top 3 shelves, those are the only ones that I have models for that are here.
Mm-hmm.
That one lonely dude on the corner
I
over
wondered
there,
about him. What's he doing?
he's supposed to be a part of the Reliquary Brotherhood that I don't have models for. I wanted to do a test scheme on him,
Right.
so it's gonna be a progressive process.
I think it'd be something fun you could do. I don't mind playing one side to throw people at you.
Because the 8th company is the only company from the Reliquary Brotherhood who is here, but they are only here for Gardor, which is one of the systems that's under siege, or one of the planets that's under siege. And then as soon as they get what they want, they're going to leave.
So they're here to take the planet and then leave?
No, they're here to attain an object from the Mechanicus that was left there.
Go figure.
And then leave.
Did the Mechanicus ever take anything home?
Nope.
And then they tell you can't have it because it's not rightly blessed or whatever. Wasn't that the thing in the Hell's Reach, or that wasn't blessed or something? Because wasn't that one of the things? The reason one of the greatest weapons is not being used is it remains unblessed. Okay.
All right. So you go first.
Yeah. He's actually going to take a conceal.
Oh, so he's not going to take that objective?
Oh, no, he can't. It's right. He can't take it if he doesn't. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it. I've lost too many dice to do that. There are narrative campaign rules out there.
Yeah, it's in that book.
You get the benefits for winning matches in each battle. It gets fun modifiers as the game goes on. Oh, so like you could set up so like there's stat bonuses and stuff in that book.
It's in the back of the rule book.
Oh, cool. That's. I think we should explore that. We play D&D.
Mm-hmm.
I would treat this much more like D&D.
I also want to play the Deathwatch TTRPG.
Oh, you told me. Yeah, it says about that.
Because you can be Deathwatch Astartes.
Mm-hmm. Which one's the Death Watch again? Are those the guys that were?
They're the Xenos Hunters.
The Xeno Hunters. Okay.
They're the Ordo, or the Ordo Militant of the Ordo Xenos. So they hunt aliens.
Just any alien.
And they're taken from every chapter.
Was that the? No, that wasn't what was the start of the Space Marine 2. That was something different, right?
That was Deathwatch.
That was Death Watch.
Yeah.
Because he got pulled because he was traitorous, or they thought he was traitorous.
So he was a Black Shield, which means he couldn't have any association with his chapter. He couldn't show that he was from his chapter.
Okay.
He just had to designate himself as a Deathwatch member. And then there was a Space Wolf, a Black Templar. I think was there a Blood Angel? I don't remember all of them. I'm about to play through it again, so I could do that on stream, but my PC might explode.
I feel that. The recent Helldivers updates have made my PC complain quite a bit. I've had to lower everything down if I want to record, which is too bad.
Okay. So, are you taking that?
While he's alive, yes. He takes that. Give me a point. I require another victory point. And then what would you do?
Nah, we wouldn't be able to do anything. Buddy, you have one goal in life. Sit there and do nothing. Okay.
Flip him.
It is now his turn. Hello. Is that a spike on the bolter?
So that was a little kid bash of mine. You know the spikes that sometimes are on the Mark III helmets?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know.
They look like
yeah.
So I cut that off and I gave it to him in his hand because I didn't have another chain axe that I wanted to use for the left hand. So I put that on it and I covered it in blood. So he's
just stabbing with this. Nice.
so he has the Malefic Blade, which is what that is.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just gonna preempt.
but it's just another melee weapon. It doesn't really gain you anything. So we're just gonna go with the technical chainsword that he doesn't have.
Okay.
So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, and then if I did not retain any critical hits, I did retain a critical hit.
Yep, critical.
So 3 hits, 2 normal hits.
The good old improvised ice pick. I feel like it's more of a brain pick at that point.
It's just a stabby thing.
It's just a stabby thing.
He doesn't care what it's called. It's just pointy.
It's pointy and it fills me with rage as I hold this.
Oh, I didn't do any
Didn't do any,
ploys.
No, yeah, I didn't. I just got my.
Oh, there was one I wanted to do.
Oh.
Not that. Would any of these benefit me?
I don't know.
Probably not. We're pretty close quarters.
Yeah, we're all kind of in brawling
Except
range,
for those guys.
except for the sniper fire team. That one of them's pretty close quarters. He may have got a little too close for comfort.
Yeah.
This music made me think we're gonna do like a Mortal Kombat fight.
Oh, it's over. Okay.
Oh, but back again.
Okay. We're gonna do Hateful Assault. So I'm gonna be -1, and everyone, if they don't shoot, get 2 attacks. 2 melee.
So they get to just melee twice.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be necessary on this guy, but go for it. Because he blocks.
Well, that's army-wide.
Yeah.
So everybody gets it.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody back up.
All right. So he's gonna stab him.
Yep.
So that's 2 hits and a crit.
Mhm.
So you
So you're gonna start. Which
the
one are you gonna
hit
start
goes
with?
through.
You're gonna start with the hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 4.
Yep.
And then 4.
Punch back.
You're not gonna block it.
I'm not gonna block it.
Okay.
So that is. I think it's 4. From the flayed one.
So.
Oh
and you-
wait,
Did you block?
we're in melee.
Yeah.
I rolled like I was doing saves.
Oh yeah. No.
But that adds in. Well, nothing's gonna change it. Would it change anything?
Hit. Crit.
So I would get. So I'd actually. Okay, because the first one goes through, and then I can parry that, and then I can parry that, and then I can hit you back once. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah. So you're gonna get hit back with 3. So yeah, I misunderstood what you were doing. I forget that once you're in melee, it's not saves, you're just in a brawl.
Right.
And then you're gonna do it again because you didn't shoot, right?
Correct.
Okay. Oh!
2 hits. Okay.
Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, okay.
We'll just parry both of those. Or 2 of them.
You're gonna parry 2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be a parry and a parry. Okay, so what does rending do? It has to do with the... Oh wait, I did rending wrong because rending lets me re-roll because he hasn't shot. So I should have been able to re-roll with those. That's okay. That's okay. It's all fine. It's all fine. I think I got it. Do I got it? Yeah, fights.
Should they have gained a VP for doing that?
Oh,
I feel like since it was a completed objective.
yeah. You can do that. I don't care. You retain. Oh no, you retain any critical hits. You retain a normal hit as a critical hit. Oh, so 2 of these become criticals.
Oh.
So
So I
It-
can't block.
you can block 1
Okay.
for every critical that I have. I retain a normal hit as a critical, so it becomes 4 criticals. So that becomes ouch, ouch, ouch. So 10, 20. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Okay then. Good clause. Now you decide you want to live. Okay then. Now it's my turn.
That was your turn.
No, that was your turn because you jumped down to fight him. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Shoot him.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like he just watched his buddy jump down, miss, and then just get shredded. Buddy, listen, you had one job. It was one single played one. It shouldn't have been a problem. Maybe you should have brought a chainsword, not just the improvised stabbing bit. Alright, so we're going to use Disintegrator on him.
Well, he's
Well, what's your crit? What's your crit?
2 crits.
2 crits. So you can block that one. You can block that one.
2 crits and a 3.
So it's
Plus, or it's an AP.
oh yeah, there's AP 1.
Okay.
So 3 doesn't hit. Oh, okay. Then yeah,
So both crits.
both crits. So you block 2, and then the third one
It would still go through.
go through.
So
Yeah, so that's 4. So that's 1 down. Okay. So that was his attack, and then his other point will decap this.
See, and then the Fervent Storm's gonna come in and be like,
Alright, give me another point. I earned that point. Give me another point. I'm actually surprised I've caught up in all. The way that first round went, I was like, well, that's not.
well, it was my strategy to get in fast and just start swinging.
That was a good strategy. It was a bold strategy, Cotton, and it was working.
That's usually how World Eaters work anyway.
However, I now understand why people were talking about the reanimation protocol. Because I
it's
hope,
a benefit.
hope I did it right. You're ready to offer stuff. Yeah. Thanks. And then that was his turn. So now it's up to you. Are you down to 2 minis? Somebody's about to go on a rampage. He's got is that a chain axe or is it a cudgel?
It's a chain axe.
Nice.
Hit the teeth.
Oh, I instant deep than I do. I couldn't see it through all the blood.
Okay, so he's gonna cap this.
Yep.
So.
I'd be disappointed if he did.
But that also means he gets an extra AP.
Oh, so he's got a free cap? Nice. So basically, you just get to cap it for free. Then is what you're saying
Because of the icon.
because of the icon. Is that the thing he's carrying on the back there?
Yeah.
Love how unkillable the Grons are. Well, the last time that Faithful and I did a kill team, but the only time we did a kill team,
We did a test run several months ago, before he was really doing anything on the YouTube side. We did like a little test game, and while I technically had more victory points than him, I think I had one guy left standing, and you had what, 3 or 4, and he had like one hit point left. Like
it was a Pyrrhic victory.
it was a victory, but if there had been another round of combat, there was no victory.
It was the typical 40k Pyrrhic victory. All right, I want to use a tactical ploy.
Tactical play, got it.
He can already attack twice if he doesn't shoot, but I want to have.
It can still go either way, because his other 2 Marines are still 9 and 12 health, and once they get into melee range, the last of these flayed ones won't last very long. However, these 2 sniper boys,
they're being a problem.
They're going to be a problem. We should have added some more terrain in, probably.
Yeah.
We had those other barricades, but we didn't do anything with them.
It's fine. I don't know if better than the Long War stacks, because it lets you repeat your combat if you don't take any damage.
I would say so, because if he hasn't taken damage, but
if the target did not lose any wounds as a result of that combat.
Oh, so like if you miss entirely, you get to do it again. Okay.
But I'm gonna do Unending Bloodshed, because Blood for the Blood God.
Yeah. So the games were VP overall. I've won games that I've been tabled.
So when a ready friendly Khorne operative is incapacitated in combat by an enemy operative, this would have been helpful with anyone else. Select one melee weapon that's equipped with and roll 1 attack dice as if it was the attacker fighting in combat. If the result is a successful hit, you can immediately strike an enemy operative within engagement range, then remove that friendly operative from the kill zone as normal.
So basically, you get a last stand strike as you go down.
One final strike.
Okay. You just need your guys to survive long enough to send back that juicy intel.
Well, the world eaters, I don't think they're concerned about intel.
They're just rage.
Blood and skulls.
Blood and skulls.
That's it.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to save that.
Okay.
I'm going to use that later.
Okay.
But we'll hit that guy.
Okay.
So
with your chainsword?
Yeah. Chainsword.
So we're into melee again, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So 5 attacks on 3 up.
Damn! Gosh. I don't know if you guys can see the dice, but I just got 3 crits.
If I didn't get any crits, I can count one as a crit.
Count one as a crit. Okay, but I have a rending, by the way, so that makes this one a crit.
Okay. So you block all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you parry all of them?
Well, the first one that you do, I can't parry. Remember?
Right. We're gonna make that the crit.
Okay. So you're gonna hit me once for how many?
5.
5. Damn. So he's down to 4. Okay. And then yes, I will parry 1.
Okay. And 2 more hits.
And then so do 2 more parries.
Okay.
And then I'll do a crit back to you.
Oh, okay.
So you'll take 5.
And 4.
Yep. New edition actually gives you victory points for killing. Ooh, that's not good for me.
Well, I know there is. I mean, you can play one of the matched plays where it's just team deathmatch.
Like kill confirm, something like that.
Well, it's just team deathmatch.
Oh, shit.
So
Everyone's dead.
yeah.
Those would be ones you want less minis then, I bet. You probably want like the stronger Space Marine types instead of swarm types.
Probably.
Be my guess. Imagine the clones and Legion getting a kill or getting a point every time a droid dies. Wowzers. Just racking them up. Ding, ding, ding. In my Empire at War streams, you get a point, or you get a credit every time a droid gets killed. And so you'll just watch these lines of battle droids run in, and you'll just watch your money counter go, whoa!
See, I didn't do any strategic system.
No, you didn't. You said you were going to save my thought.
Dang it. Okay.
Okay.
Too late now.
All right. So that was that. Or are you doing the thing where you can melee twice?
If I did the strategic I want, I could do.
Didn't you do that? Because isn't that what he did? Now that we say that, because he meleeed twice, didn't he?
Did he hateful assault?
Because that's what killed him was the second melee attack.
Oh, he did the blood for the blood gun.
What mod do
Oh,
I
wait,
play
no,
for
he
Empire at
didn't.
War? Over on my channel at I just tried to plug your channel again. I've been plugging your channel all day. Over at C1 Raincloud. Did you link it?
I did. It's
Cool.
in the description.
It's in the description. There's a link to my channel. I do mostly Star Wars and then airsoft and reenacting content. On Saturday nights, hopefully if we get done in time, I'll make it back home in time to do my tonight stream. I do Empire at War with the Clone Wars, Awakening of the Clone Wars mod pack right now. And then I'm getting close to getting ready to wrap that up and go back and do probably Alliance at War to go back to the Galactic Civil War era, because that's what I prefer. I was gonna wear a Star Wars costume to this just for funsies, but I am currently having a allergic reaction to some medicine, which makes my entire body itch. So I went with short sleeves today. Because everything itches.
Okay. I must have done hateful assault
Okay,
if they do not perform a shoot action. So he can.
but he
when
can,
you're
he
done.
can do it again.
Okay.
Do it again.
3 ups. That's cocked.
2 more crits.
One. Oh, that one's gotta be a crit.
This
but
one becomes a crit because of the regular thing. So 3 crits.
one crit.
So that's gonna kill him if you don't block it.
Nah.
Okay. But I don't get the hit back, right?
Nope.
Okay. So he's just dead. A little close for comfort there.
Slightly.
Well,
Wait.
you know what? Do it again. Do it again. Hi, buddy. Watch. Let's see how well this one does. This one will probably all misses. All hits, but no crits.
3 hits and a crit.
Okay, so attack.
For
So that one's just gonna hit. So that's gonna be 3 or 4.
that's a very valuable number.
3.
3. Okay, so he's down to 1.
And then, yeah, I do that. And then what do you do?
What's he at? 5?
Yep.
Oh, crit.
Crit? Okay, so he's down. I'm gonna use my reanimation thing on him.
So you can use it more than once.
I think so. I cost a CP every time.
Okay.
Doesn't say I can't. Yeah. I don't have a reanimation tokens, but yeah. I'm just saying that I do because I'm out of CPs now.
Oh, wait. Whose turn is it?
That was me. I attacked you
Okay.
because you attacked him.
Oh, I shouldn't have been done then.
Why not? Oh, you
Because
had
I
more-
still had action points.
Oh, you want to reset?
I mean, we can.
Okay. We'll just reset and pretend that never
But
happened.
do. Okay, so he's dead.
Yes.
He's not in melee with him, right?
No, because he was over here.
Yeah. So he's gonna go back this way and take that.
That's what I was gonna do.
So we're gonna cap another
Got that
objective.
point. The point that the chat can't see.
It's under there.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Hey, this round all the points got capped. Yeah.
So do that,
Mhm.
and then you take an action to shoot,
Well, you did an action.
action to hit, action
Action.
move, action. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't. So
Yeah.
he's done.
So he's done. Well. Aim for penny, aim for pound.
Again.
And you did take that damage thing.
Oh, right. Yeah, so.
Okay. Doing it again. Okay. 3 hits, 1 crit.
2 saves and a crit.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start off with the crit. That's 4. So the reverse time lets you get the point if it killed the guy. So he's dead because he has 4 hit points left, right?
Yeah.
So
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
you bastard! I wanted it. Mine. do they have? I'm assuming they don't have personalities as Necrons. They're just
The higher rank you are, the more independence you have.
okay. But do they like have? Do they come from like people?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They were a whole race, the Necron tier.
Okay.
65 million years
They
ago.
they eventually like made themselves into like immortal.
They conquered the entire galaxy.
Oh, and then they got bored with sleep.
No, they were kind of in recovery.
Oh, they conquered the galaxy, but took massive damage.
Yeah, because they were fighting the Eldar and the Quarks.
The who?
The Quarks.
I don't think I've heard that one. The Eldar I've heard about.
The behemoth-sized, intelligent ancestors of the Orcs.
Oh,
The Orcs have devolved.
good.
So it's believed that the Quarks,
Orc. I get it now.
well, the Orcs follow the biggest orc.
Mhm.
And the bigger orc you become, the more intelligent you are.
Okay.
So they started off super intelligent,
and they
and
just
then
been
they devolved,
dying.
and yeah, they can't recover.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So bigger orc is more stronger orc.
This is why
Orc.
Ghazghkull is leading one of the biggest wars in the entire galaxy, or ever known in the galaxy.
That's the one that was on the Hell's Reach thing, right? Is that the guy that
He was leading
Leading
the war
Hell's
of
Reach, yeah.
Armageddon.
we didn't see him, but I think he was mentioned.
Because Armageddon is the planet Ulanor, which was like the home world of the orcs.
Okay.
And
So
the-
they're pissed that
and the
humans
Imperium
were still there.
The Imperium decimated it. That was one of the turning points of the Great Crusade.
Which was how many thousand years ago?
10.
All right.
Anyway, that's your lore done.
There's my Lord on. Cool. So yeah, he's in there.
He's gonna wait.
Well, he can't do anything else because he moved up and then he attacked. So he's done.
You're about to end the game anyway.
Yeah, but now it's your go. It's his turn.
Wait, he took that, didn't he? So that means I am done. But he has Overwatch, and that's it.
I don't think
Because he took that.
he did, but I don't remember him shooting at anybody. Did he shoot over here?
No, he couldn't.
Oh, right, because the other guys were back here
And they were engaged.
engaged. So he's just so he's in Overwatch. The higher ranking guys have the super neurotic personality since they were all Mesopotamian god kings in life. Oh, fun! So they're
I will buy you Infinite and the Divine just so you can read it.
I need to finish up the Star Wars ones that I have, which I did just finish a couple of them while I was sick.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
2 cranky old men feuding for centuries.
Just 2 Necrons just back and forth.
Trays in the Infinite and Orc in the Divine.
The only Necron thing that I know is I saw a short one time where they were talking about this human that was like a librarian for one of the Necron dudes, and it was something about they're like the only human the Necrons respected or something. It was like a human that lived past the time he was supposed to or something. It was some librarian thing. You know?
I mean, Emperor.
I
wouldn't
no,
respect
I
him.
don't think that was the Emperor.
Mephiston, he's the chief librarian of the Blood Angels, but he's not any older than.
No, it was definitely something like he was working with for under one of the Necron guys. I think I don't know what the guy was. Or what the role was,
in the Infinite and the Divine,
but in the book.
in the book, Trazen's doing a bunch of research on the artifact that they're looking for, and because they're Necrons and time means nothing to them,
Mhm.
time goes on, and he's disguised as a human, and there's this librarian who is assisting him throughout the entirety of his research. So in the blink of an eye, this librarian
Just ages.
Because he comes up to him one day and he's like, "Oh, thank you. You funded my kids going to the Scola. I'm here to tell you that I'm retiring." And Trazen actually gets a little depressed because he became friends with this guy over what seemed like 5 minutes, but it was actually like 6 decades.
Yeah, cool, man. See you next week. Dude, it's been 3 decades. I'm sorry. Cool. Fun. Okay.
It's a fun book.
So, I guess it's my go then.
I think so.
Wow, reanimation sure did help because I still have a lot of guys up.
Wait, no, you just attacked him.
Yeah. So you have you
I have Overwatch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if I can hit anybody though.
Can you hit him, or is he without? He might be outside.
It's got to
of
be
6.
6.
And 6.
Yeah, no. All right, well, your turn.
So, would you consider him in cover then from
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would just make his shooting a little worse.
Make his shooting worse.
Yeah.
Let's do that. How much worse is shooting when you're in cover? Is it like
-1.
a -1? Okay. So, Disruptor. Shooting at him. Thing's -1. So, I believe it's 2 hits. Let me double check. The rules.
3 ups. That's 1 save, 1 crit.
Oh no, it's 2 plus. So it's 3 hits.
-1.
-1. But yeah, but it's plus. It's a 2 plus to hit. So it's 3 plus to hit now, right? What's the balance to do? He's the leader, so he is balanced. What?
He is losing.
Technically. Balanced. Every time fights in combat, make shooting weapon, reroll attack dice. Oh, I can reroll one of the dice.
He's almost wiped me out, but I have points.
Cool. So it's gonna be 4 hits, even with the -1. Okay. How many do you block?
2.
2?
1 block, 1 crit.
Okay. So that's going to be 8 damage. Okay.
So you have 1 more?
I have this guy left and this guy left.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he can make it because he doesn't have the leg. See? Are you
What's your charge? 7?
I won't be able to do any. Yeah, I'm not gonna actually.
Charge is 7 though, right?
Yeah, but I can't melee it. Because it takes.
You can if you charge. Oh wait, he only has 2 APL, doesn't he?
Oh no, I can if I charge because the charge is longer.
The
than
charge.
the
The
movement.
charge is 7.
Yeah. So yeah, he can charge.
So
and
we-
then melee.
So we fight.
We can fight. What did chat say? What happened? I walked away for like 5 minutes and everything started losing words. Yeah, all the points got captured. There's a command point under here that got captured, and he captured that one. And we gave him a point for doing the side objective. That wasn't on the list earlier. I've captured this point and that point. This is the 3rd round, so there's technically 1 more round.
But I've only got 1 guy left up.
Yeah, I have.
It'll be a worthy sacrifice for Korn though, because this is inevitably going to become a demon world now.
Well, now you got the psyker guy. You gonna do anything with him?
He just explodes.
It just explodes.
Gore and Viscera.
Hang on. Let me aim up here.
Gore and Viscera, and or he floats over here and then he just melts.
Dropped into the thing.
It'll be more thematic if he melted in the blood.
All right. 2 crits, so it takes this one into a crit too. Man, reaping is fun on these guys. I expected the flayed ones to be much worse than they are.
And then one of these can be a crit.
Okay, I've got 3 crits.
Okay, well.
What ability did I get him? I forget. One of those guys had another ability I forgot to use. Watch, you're gonna listen to this again. You're gonna read through this stuff as I play the Necron. I'm like, you weren't supposed to be able to do that. I'm like, yeah, probably. Oh, that's right. The other guy had Tesla Lead. Tesla Lead. Right. I should have used that earlier. Anyway.
Alright.
So they're all dead.
Yeah. So that's it. That's the conclusion.
So another turn would happen, I would get 4 more victory points, which
Yep.
would put me 1 above the victory points that you have. Because I'm at 3 right now.
But I don't think that's what happens. I think the game's over whenever.
It's just ends.
Yeah.
If we did another round of combat, I would just capture 4 more points.
But regardless, I still made the secondary
You
objective.
did the secondary objective, which will be the story objective.
Right. So
So is that what you think we're gonna do from now on? Is we'll do like a story objective and then like the regular kill team objective?
I'd like to do that.
Because that gives us like a narrative thing we can build off of.
Yeah.
Or you can build off of. I'll just be the bad guys.
So for the narrative, you see me?
Probably
Okay.
not. You'll have to come forward a little bit. Come over here. Brief. Wildfire's like spit everywhere.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I
don't
missed the
care about
minis.
those models. You can slobber all over those. So, the world of Sham, which is an industrial agro world, is now part Necron Tomb world, mostly demon world now, because the portal has been opened, and now Khornate demons are infesting.
Do you have
the
a
entire
demon miniature?
world. No, it's on my list.
You
I'm a
wanna-
bloodthirster.
Do you want to throw a demon thing in the mix and I can fight a demon thing?
Add me on Patreon. Buy a bunch of demons.
Your whole thing is you
The
just
$5 tier and higher gets you access to special channels on the Discord.
what Raincloud has to fight next month. Is that what you're gonna do?
I don't have the models for that.
No, that's what I'm saying. The more that they pay is the better models that you have, which means I have to fight harder and harder bosses as time goes on.
Well, that's not exactly how Kill Team works, but if we played 40k, then yeah.
Whatever you want it to be. I mean, it's tabletop.
Well, regardless.
well, that's kind of anticlimactic ending.
I mean,
Boom. Yeah, boom.
demons. D&D minis.
Wait, where's the chaos one?
That's a niche demon. That doesn't belong here.
Hello, wrong portal. Are there multiple different types of like portals or like parts of chaos? Can they open the wrong portal?
It's basically just whatever.
Just
whatever they intend.
Just happens.
If these were word bearers, it would be everything.
Okay.
But yeah. Well, that was us playing Kill Team. Kind of.
Hope you enjoyed. Do we have an outro planned? Do you have anything planned for this part? 'Cause
I don't. I'm just chilling.
you just got to this point and that was it.
Yep. Now we're
Yeah.
here.
Now we're here. Now
So-
you can ask questions.
Yeah. Ask questions.
Ask questions about lore, about channels.
We'll go for a few more minutes, but
Yeah,
I'm
we'll go
gonna
for a few minutes.
chill in the meantime.
You want to do a little bit of showcase of some of your other minis, some of the minis that you played with? That's what you should do. You should do some of that. Pull up the minis that you painted. And
get those out of here?
yeah, I'll move those out of the way.
So
Lord of Change pulls up just as planned. So, for those of you guys that actually know how to play Warhammer 40k,
Kairos Fate Weavers, just
what all did we screw up?
everything, everything. So a lot of these guys need repainted. Some of them,
I tried to like say the abilities that I was using so that way people could hear me and say if I was doing it wrong. But I'm not sure how many people paid that much attention.
some of these need to be repainted because they were back when I really had no idea what I was doing. But
Here,
One.
I'll go watch.
it's not gonna focus.
Yeah, go down just a little bit and then you focus. Yeah, right there.
Minimize.
That's pretty good focus.
Minimize the chat so I can see it a little better. The arrow at the top left.
Everybody, you got the here, and I'll see everybody.
So this was my icon bearer. He's
That's the one that lets you like cap a point for free, basically.
basically.
That's kind of fun. I like that he has an ability like that.
And then this was my champion. He's not actually my champion if
Go
I were
down.
playing 40k. If I were playing If I were playing 40k there'd be others.
Get the blood on the canvas there.
Yeah. This is one of the eviscerators. Lots of blood.
That double-handed sword.
Yeah, I didn't use the one with the chain axe because I like the one with the eviscerator sword better.
Mhm.
Because I like the way I painted him better. Like I said, a lot of these older ones are probably gonna have to be repainted. at some point. But
Do you like go through and you strip them? You say with like the alcoholic
yeah,
stuff. And then...
I dip them in alcohol for 24 hours, and then go over them with the toothbrush. That's what I did with all those guys on the bottom shelf.
Yeah.
And then I reprimed them, and they're all ready to be
Build again.
repainted.
So we pulled out that love the grungy look.
Oh yeah, it's just sponging. That's the method. This was the very last one I painted.
I thought the bone thing, that little bone stuff you added was pretty
The
cool.
bone spores.
Yeah,
They're just,
that really adds to the look.
it's like sea sponge or something. I just bought a bag of it and ripped off little pieces and put some blood for the blood god. But this isn't a painting stream.
That's Tuesday.
My painting streams are Tuesdays at 6:30. And we go for a few hours and have a good time.
Unless you have technical issues and then you
Like,
go back and
like last time where
Yeah.
the internet crashed.
and crashed because I got like 5 notifications from you.
Yeah.
I wasn't on because of the pain. I just saw notification.
So, yeah. Painting streams on Tuesdays. Join the Discord. We have a lot of fun conversations on there, particularly about homebrew and modeling.
Lots of homebrew.
Homebrew is the fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's the most fun stuff. This is contributing to my homebrew.
Well, that's the way that you and I both do our D&D games too. Is like we play our games in our own world, and then what happens in the game just adds to the lore and what's happening. It just helps make the whole thing feel more inclusive. Same type of thing I do for like Galactus Civil War. Is the stuff that happens in game just adds to the narrative, makes everybody much more involved, and makes the story feel better.
Join my Patreon so I can do this more. We have some pretty loyal patrons. I'm kind of surprised you guys have stuck around.
I know, yeah. Rustiv and Valdis have been here pretty much the entire time. I've been here the whole time too, but you're not going to comment on that because apparently I don't count.
You don't count.
Thank you for hurting my self-esteem even more.
Or am I forgetting anything?
I don't know. I don't think so. That seems to be what you normally talk about.
200 subs. We will, we will be playing roughly 1,000 points, and we will probably be doing.
That's a bigger map, isn't it? Yeah. So we have to do something different. With this.
It'll be.
How much bigger of a map
It's
is
bigger
it?
than this table.
Bigger than the table?
Not by much, but
Okay.
so we'll have to figure that out. But it will be
Definitely have to bring in the camera for that one.
probably the Fervent Storm and the Sons of Sorrow because
Mhm.
they're currently on Gardor
Okay.
in massive conflict with the Alperin 104th, but I don't have guard.
Yeah.
Rushdip has guard. He's got some cool lore for those guards.
I've been seeing that stuff. Yeah, I was like, guard are fun. I like the guardsmen being like the normal dudes. That's always the guys that I root for in situations like these.
Well, you would like the Raptors too, because the Raptors are the most practical Space Marines.
Yeah,
The other Astartes hate them because they don't fight for honor,
they fight for tactics.
tactics, and practicality.
Yeah. Yes, Rushdip. I believe I read some of your homebrew stuff in the Patreon. I think was that his that he posted? Was that
Mhm.
his? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been putting his in the exclusive channels on Discord that you can access at the $5 tier or higher in Patreon.
So you went for $5 tier. I went for $1 tier.
Well, you can still get.
On my Patreon, I just put $1 as the Discord channels because I felt bad. Not that anybody subs to me, but
You can still get Patreon acknowledgement at the $1 tier in the Discord, but you get the special channels at $5.
what kind of dishonorable heathen uses camo? Can you
That's
imagine?
the Raptors.
Can you imagine though? Like you're walking through the jungle and you're just walking through, and the bush next to you points out with a bolter.
Well, they're Raven Guard too, so they're Raven Guard successors, so they're stealthy.
Also, you can bug Faceplant about if you want more of this in a narrative format, because I think I would enjoy the narrative format.
We can do that.
because
We'll get him a guard kill team.
I wouldn't mind a guard.
You pay him on his Patreon, and he will buy a guard kill team.
Wait, I'm not sure that's how that works. That I need to find the only other group, because I've always been interested in a guard group, because like I said, I like the guards. I like the little guys fighting for survival. The only other group that actually interests me at all in Warhammer is orcs, just because you can do dumb stuff and you don't have to worry about it. I could just sit here and be like wog and point at faceplant. That's kind of what I did with the Necrons. Like, bad guys.
You can play an orc kill team too.
Probably.
I haven't said anything yet because I haven't streamed since I did it. But I have 8 homebrews now. We've gone from 6 to 8. I added 2 more just this last week.
You always add them by the twos. You never
Because
add
I'm
it
a
by
very
one.
creative person.
You always go.
Well, I've got to have chaos and loyal.
Yes.
It's got to go both ways.
I can't say anything. I've been adding how many factions in Star Wars? I've added 3 full factions into my Star Wars stuff, like full out of nowhere stuff. So yeah, can't say anything.
These are the Raptors.
Nice. Yeah, they actually look like a military unit.
Yeah. So if you want to be tactically sound Space Marines,
You might look
more
Gene
still.
Stealer.
Maybe
What's it? Is it? I thought Gene Stealers weren't those Xeno guys.
they are Tyranid infected.
Oh, so like they can like infect a person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So they put out a psychic beacon while also being undercover for the Tyranids to attract Tyranids to their world.
oh. So they're
That's
just
Gene Stealer Cult.
interesting.
But you can play guard in Gene Stealer Cult because some of them have been infected.
Infected. Okay.
But you can also play guard in Tau because of the Glivesa. Those are
Kill team guy. Guard kill team was only 15 guys.
only.
They have the most little guys, but with big ambitions.
Oh, see, the Necron kill team was.
What if you ran one Rogel Dorn in kill team as your guard?
How many hit points does a guardsman have in kill team? Like,
Good question.
do they?
It's in the book.
I don't see guard in there.
In the loyalists. I think those are in the book.
Okay, where is a guardsman? Guardsman 7. Wow, that's more than I expected.
So they have just a little less than
The Necron played ones.
Can you play as Scions?
Oh, that's not.
Those are the elites.
I don't know.
You tell me.
So like they can actually, realistically, they can take a punch. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
you can-
take more than one, but
Play Scions. They're
Oh.
like seals.
fun. Ooh. One Imperial Knight kill team.
Wouldn't that just be one arm?
Knights, those are the ones that are like in between the Titans and the Space Marines, right? Is that Knight? Isn't
Yeah,
like next
so-
size up? Well, not because
you
you
have
have Dreadnought and then you have
Dreadnought,
Knight, right?
Knight,
Yeah.
and then Titan,
Titan.
and then Titan, and Titan.
Yeah, I remember watching through the Hell's Reach and you're like, that's a Titan. That's a Titan. That's a smaller Titan. That's a baby Titan. That's a Titan.
There weren't any Knights in Hell's Reach, though. Well, there might have been in the book, but I wouldn't know because I haven't read the book.
How dare you?
I know. I'm making my way.
He has an entire wall of books over there.
I'm going through the Night Lord's book right now. It's fantastic. I just haven't had enough time to read it.
The only reason I got to finish Lost Stars was because I've been too sick to, or too much pain to look at a computer screen, so I've been reading the book instead.
All of my free time is spent painting and writing lore, because those are the cool parts to me. So, yeah. Do you have anything to show?
My channel, I'll be doing a Empire at War gaming stream tonight at 7. He's got a link to my description. Or link to my channel in the description. I have my own Discord and stuff down there too if you find it on my channel you want to. I'm not going to show myself too much on this one because this is more about faceplant stuff. I don't do Warhammer. I do
Star Wars, and I do some like World War II reenacting stuff and some airsoft stuff. So I have a bit of a different take.
He does Warhammer when I blow up his chat with Warhammer facts.
Yes. I'm a passive Warhammer guy. I kind of just sit on the sidelines, and I do Warhammer because he does Warhammer. And for some reason, I'm your friend.
So Rush to make him do some homebrew.
You don't want to see the homebrew that I've done for the Star Wars stuff. You want to know the filing cabinet that I have?
You know how many files I have?
I don't
Digital files.
I had to clean out. I have so many Google Doc files. I had to clean out Google Doc files to make room for more. That's when I realized I had a problem. When you started filling up the Google Drive with the doc files, not video files, doc files, I might have a problem.
That's how mine is.
Sounds good. But yeah, that's all I'm going to show. I have YouTube. I do some stuff on it. Not as consistently as I want. I'm getting ready to do some skit-based content. I've been writing scripts this last week and thinking about doing some fan film and short film content because I've been missing that. But that's still in the preparation stages, so I can't really say too much about that. But that's me. Not a lot to it.
Also, RushTib wants painting tutorials from me. I'm working on it. I just have to have the time to finish a model and then edit a video. Believe it or not, that takes a lot of time.
No. It takes you what, like 5 minutes to do one of these?
And I've got like those, yeah, because I didn't paint them. But I've got a lot of scripts for
Arms in this guy.
videos that pertain to homebrew that I would like to do because I kind of like to dive into the homebrew niche
Yeah, that'd be cool.
for
That
the
would be
channel
cool
because
to
there's
see.
not a whole lot of that out there.
Really?
Yeah, there's really not.
I would expect that'd be a big part of what's out there.
You might be able to find a few places here and there that talk about homebrew and like how to make your own chapter, but nobody really goes into like in-depth details of specific topics. So that's something that I would like to do, but again, that takes time to record
It does.
and edit. So yeah, it would be a very Paul is bad at stuff approach. If
I'm
you know,
sorry.
you know.
I don't know.
So, yep, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Patreon, Discord, Instagram if you want. I don't use it that much. I use the Discord more than anything.
Yeah. Discord's the easiest.
So, yeah, everything's down there, and it was fun.
Well, it's fun. It also went quicker than I thought. I was expecting like another 2 or 3 hours of this.
Oh, when we play 1,000 points,
Well, 1,000 points
Clear
is
your
gonna be
day.
a whole day. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have to do something a little different for that. Well, I don't know. With me playing them, I just kind of just like, okay, go that way, guys. It worked out this time.
but yeah, 200 subs. We'll be playing 1,000 points.
Which is only 80 more, or 79 more, when I checked earlier today. So you have 79 more to go.
sweet. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys. Had fun. Hope to see you guys next time. Maybe.